And welcome to the Delcastle Invitational Finals. I'm Benny Mitchell. Soon to be with me is Nick Alexandrini. He's in the building, but he went off to be social, and he hasn't come back yet. So we're going to start at 106 pounds, where we're going to see two guys that busted the bracket today. First off is Gandolfo out of Slasianum, and unseeded, or 7th seed, and busting the bracket on the bottom half is Cameron Cataldi of Caesar Rodney. Cataldi is going to be in the white representing the Caesar Rodney Riders. And Gandolfo will be in the blue representing Salesianum.
On deck, mat 1.
39 ranked wrestlers in the state here today. 7 number 1 ranked wrestlers, 7 number 6 ranked wrestlers
On deck on mat 2.
are in the tournament here at the Delcastle Invitational. Hey, making it one of the tougher
Mat 3, 113 pounders.
in-state tournaments as far as in-state wrestlers is
Hunter Ruff.
concerned. So here we go. Whistles off. First period at 106 pounds. And there he is, Nick Alessandrini now on the mic. So Nick, we have two guys that busted the bracket here. A 4 seed and a 7 seed wrestling in the finals. Gandolfo from Slasianum, he is the 4 seed. And the freshman out of Caesar Rodney is the 7 seed, and he found his way to the finals today.
And those are the matches you love to see when you have anything could happen here in the finals. 4-7 seed. Should be an exciting one.
And there's the dump by, and that's what got him into the finals by Cameron Cataldi. He gets the first score. He's up 2-0.
It's one of my go-tos back in the day, Benny.
The old dump. So 2-0 lead for Cameron Cataldi. Spent quite a bit of time getting the weight down, wrestled 113 at the Milford Invitational, and that's what really kept him out of the rankings. He just hadn't been on the mat at 6 much.
Yeah, and that can be tough. Obviously, so many wrestlers switching weight classes just to find the right one. And, again, we had a chance to see Cataldi in that dual meet with St. George's a little earlier this year.
He's going to be one to watch, a freshman, 2-time middle school champion. And he's up 2-0 right now.
NCR having another great team tournament overall here this weekend.
Yeah, they fell behind early, but a lot of that was having guys not wrestle in those preliminaries. Mm-hmm. So you had to wait for it to catch up. And Gandolfo comes to his feet, but Cataldi right back up to the waist covers. He's up 2-0. We have 14 seconds to go here. Cataldi, look at the tilt.
And trying to get some points here as we wind down period number 1.
Yeah, we just did put out the rankings, and neither one of these guys is on them. They're going to be there now because Gandolfo knocked off the number 3 guy in the state, or number 2 guy in the state, and now Cataldi with a 2-0 lead.
And talking to some coaches just a little bit before we went on air, that's why they love doing the Delcastle tournament here in Delaware.
Get a lot of Delaware.
A lot of Delaware. Yeah, exactly right. Get a little feel of what's going to be like at states and some of the kids you might have a chance to wrestle with, and a great tournament here for the state of Delaware.
And now that the state tournament is seeded, it helps with the seeding. This and the Milford Invitational. So here we go, second period underway, 10 seconds in, 2-0 lead. Cataldi on top. We have 5th place matches and 3rd place matches going off onto our sides. And Cataldi, good rider. He's got a nice little armbar tilt. And he's going to get called for stalling. Pretty aggressive call right there.
Yeah, I was going to say he's doing a pretty good job of staying on top and trying to work some stuff. Finals, I guess they're going to get right into it here.
That's right.
Again, here goes dropping to the ankles.
He's going to have to come up. College rule now, count right away. And he might want to just get in the escape, and he does. So it's a 2-1 lead for Cataldi.
Yes, now back to their feet. Cataldi able to score the takedown last time.
And there comes the dump again. This time looking for some backside. No, he's not going to get it. Gets the hand around the waist. Takedown, Cameron Cataldi. He goes up 4-1.
And that's the thing about some of those dumps. They can look dangerous sometimes.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to get some backs out of it. Didn't. 4-1 lead for Cameron Cataldi of the Cesar Rodney Riders.
Yeah, now he's back on top. He's still got that one stall warning. We'll see what he decides to work with here. 45 seconds to play with.
Approaching 35 here to go. Sit by Gandolfo. Cataldi circles behind, hooks the ankle. And I believe Cataldi's going to have choice in the third period. Be interesting to see where they put him. Do they put him back on his feet? He's got 2 takedowns. That last one was a little dangerous.
Yeah.
And he put himself in a predicament, was able to get out of it.
Yeah, haven't seen him on bottom yet. Maybe we want to throw him down there, see if he can get his point. And I'm sure about how Gandolfo is on top. Something to think about if you're the CR.
Yeah, and if you I don't know if the two twos are wrestled maybe in the middle school days, but the first time getting after each other in high school. So end of the second period. It's a 4-1 lead for Cameron Cataldi. He is taking the bottom position. So here we go. Third period about to get underway.
Finals, baby. Here we go. So we'll see what Gandolfo decides to do here now on top, down 4-1.
Down low on the ankles. He comes back up around the waist. Cataldi's going to go flip funk. Now he wants to get a little bit of height here. Steps over, reaches far hip. And that looks actually going to be like a reversal here for Cataldi. But as I say that, Gandolfo switching.
Good chain wrestling here.
And there it is, reversal for Cameron Cataldi. He goes up 6-1.
Yeah, that was a nice move there by Cataldi.
So he may not only looking to bust the bottom of the bracket, he's looking to win the whole thing here.
And again, you're up 4-1, maybe going for that type of funk there. You know, might be a little too risky. Not for Cataldi. He's going to do it anyway. Executed nicely. Get 2 on the reversal, and now
he says, "I wasn't supposed to be here. Right? I'm a 7 seed. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm going to take the chance." 6-1 lead. Approaching a minute to go here in the third period. The championship match at 106 pounds. At the Delcastle Invitational. Cataldi looks like he's got this well in hand, and now he's like showing some aggressiveness on top, where earlier on I thought he was like just trying to hold on.
Yeah, 50 seconds till he's on top of that podium. He can feel it now, starting to set in. And again, Cataldi now 2-0, or maybe if he's able to hold on for the final 40 seconds, we might be his good luck charm, Ben.
That's right. Approaching 35 to go. And 20 left. Cameron Cataldi with the 6-1 lead. And it looks like he is going to be crowned the first of the night. The champion at 106 pounds from Cesar Rodney, Cameron Cataldi. Unseeded, or maybe a 7th seed. But he's unranked, but I think that's going to change Tuesday afternoon.
How about that? Nothing better than coming into a tournament here in your home state of Delaware. 24 teams here to see you, and you pull off something like this. Great job, Cameron Cataldi.
Cameron Cataldi. So we're going to move to 113. He's your champ.
Third place match on mat 1, 113 pounders.
So we moved to 113, and who we got, Nick? We got Luke Poor, the number 1 ranked wrestler at 113 pounds. He's taking on Jack Engelman. I think, Jack, if you pull up our Facebook page, the rankings are on there. Engelman, I believe, is 3.
Jack, I had the luxury of wrestling with his older brother, Jeff Engelman, over at St. Mark's back in 2013. Great wrestler. His older brother, Jeff, also a wrestler. Runs in the family over there with the Engelmans.
He will be opposed by a 9th grader from Carabel with a 17
Now, Poor, they introduced him as a freshman. He is a freshman, but he placed in the States last year as an 8th grader for Caravel Academy.
Yeah, when you think about Caravel and that wrestling program and the elevation that they've taken these last few years, you think Luke Poor obviously being a major part of that.
Right. Well, one big thing out of their way is they They have Milford out of the way as they move to Division I because Milford had reeled off 6 straight state titles.
Yeah, not something you're too used to seeing there, but wow, what performance that
Only
is.
been done twice.
Yeah. Luke Poor going to get it started here early and get the takedown here. Go up 2-0.
Luke Poor up 2-0. His cousin will be coming up later, so you're going to hear the Poor name again.
Yeah, 1 versus 3 matchup here in the finals at Delcastle. How about that? Jack Engelman coming in ranked 3rd. And right there, Luke going to try to break him down now. Go to work. Throw the legs in. There he goes. Got one.
Lost a 1-0 match last year in the state semifinals. And then when it came back to get 3rd. And he's a whole different wrestler right now. You know, he's instead of riding, holding people down, you were looking at it right here, power half and trying to get some backs.
And I'm telling you, when you can be effective like that as a leg rider, there's not much you can do about it on bottom. You can fight all you want. But I've known some good leg riders back in the day, and if they're good at it, it's hard to stop.
39 seconds ago, Poor with the 2-0 lead. Now he's going deep, and they used to call that there, the CR secret, grabbing that wrist and pushing that power half under.
Yeah, speaking of CR Cataldi, getting them, the team score, raising them up another level. Right. Another great start for them. They're continuing their impressive performance overall here this weekend. Now Poor's got it in there deep now.
And getting the backs, shift that hips on top.
Wow.
And it could get the fall here.
10 seconds, going to have to. Now if you're Engelman, he's got 7 seconds. You hear his corner yelling at him, just 7 seconds to fight off. Good job there by Engelman.
So 3 back points for Luke Poor. And he goes up 5-0 to start here at the start of the second period.
Yeah, very, very impressive first period there out of Luke Poor. Got the takedown, went straight to work like you said. Not much just sitting on top control. He went right for the backs.
He's been on fire this year, beast placer. He's won all the tournaments they've been in. And they're looking to they're down by 6 to Slasianum when we got a Slasianum Canterville matchup. Yeah. But creeping 20 points behind them are the Caesar Rodney Riders.
Again, now Engelman knows that leg's coming. Going to have to try to stop it, but Poor still does a great job of getting that leg in there.
Approaching 1:30 to go here in the second period. We're at the Delcastle Invitational, and this year may be one of the best tournaments as far as the talent from in-state that's here. They're not all here, but a lot of them are here. Like I said, 7 number 1 ranked wrestlers in Delaware, 6 number 2 ranked wrestlers. And we're going to see some of those 1-2s here tonight. We've got a 1-3 matchup right now. And there he is, deep in on that half, catches the wrist with it. But Engelman able to pull out of it. Approaching a minute to go, 5-0 lead. Trying to get a grasp of these Caravel singles. Is that a boat on the back? Or
I guess the Buccaneers. The
Buccaneers got to have the pirate ship. That's right.
And again, not to mention the whole time Luke Poor's here on top throwing those legs in. Engelman wasting a lot of energy under there. He's not just sitting under there. Right. He's trying to get up, trying to get those legs out. And it takes a lot of effort and a lot of energy down there.
I believe these guys were seeded 1 and 2 in this tournament. I believe Engelman was the 2 seed.
Yep.
35 seconds to go here in the second period, and Poor is just pouring it on with this ride. Now he's got a cradle out there. So if he gets that leg out, watch out. He's got the cradle. Rocks it back, gets the swipes. Poor looking for the fall here. 15 seconds to go. Second period, Luke Poor with the cradle for the Caravel Academy Buccaneers, and he's going to go up 8-0 as we head into the third period.
Yeah, great job to get that turn.
Great transition out of that legs.
Locked him up, able to roll him over and get back points with about 20 seconds left in the period. Not done yet. Only 20 seconds. He said he needed more points, and he got them.
Yes, he did. 8-0 lead, so he's built the major. Has Luke Poor.
And again, you mentioned it. They're in a team battle with Sally's right now. They see the major on the board. They're going to want to try to improve on that as much as they can. And we'll see if Engelman can maybe get something on top here.
Yeah, a pin here would tie up the team score. So here we go, third period, 8-0 lead. This time Engelman on top.
cut the corner here and get 2 on.
Yeah, Engelman looking to sub under that near leg, but Poor keeping it down. He's got the reversal. He's up 10-0.
And 10-0 now. Here come the legs, and he's going to look for the fall here, obviously, with a minute and a half to go, looking for those team points. And if you're Engelman, you're down 10-0. You could maybe try to do something to get it down to a major, but you're just looking to stay off your back here and not give up 6.
And he gets the boost back in. Minute 5 to go here in the match. 10-0 lead for Luke Poor of the Caravel Academy Buccaneers. And he's going back to that power half. And he takes the rest. This time, Engelman smartly locking his own wrist to prevent Poor from pulling that in. Now going high 4.
Yeah, you see Poor look over at the clock, wants to know how much time he has to work with here. 40 seconds for him.
At the end of the night, folks, we will pick our outstanding wrestler. It's going to be our hammer of the night, brought to you by the Henloop and Hammer Wrestling Club. And there he is. There he's got it. Locks it in. 23 seconds to go. Looking for one more turn here. I think he needs just to get those hips up and over, but Engelman's doing a great job fighting now. You can't get locked up any tighter than that on bottom.
Yeah, maybe not the best match, obviously, for Engelman, but doing his part here for Sally's not to get turned. Poor, a very impressive performance all
yes,
three
it is.
periods.
That is Luke Poor with the 10-0 major decision for the Caravel Academy Buccaneers. And I believe we have another match going on to our, so we're going to be holding all matches to start at the same time. And it's going to move to 120 pounds. Luke Poor, your champion at 113. Number 1 ranked wrestler in the state beats number 3 in the state.
How you doing?
Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. We'll come back with more Delcastle Invitational Finals action.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations. Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts.
And I'm Lauren from Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware.
Come visit us at Catch 54 overlooking the water in beautiful Fenwick Island, Delaware. See you soon.
At Catch 54, we are committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a beautiful setting overlooking the bay. We have great nightly specials throughout the second season and serve a great happy hour every day, all year.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Open 7 days a week year-round. Come check us out. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Sodell Concepts.
And I'm Lauren from Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware.
Come visit us at Catch 54 overlooking the water in beautiful...
At Capstone Homes, we strongly believe that there's not a one-size-fits-all formula to creating a home. Each home we build is designed and drawn specifically for each and every one of our amazing customers. With Capstone, we want you to be inspired to design a home that's customized for your every need. Our highly skilled team will be with you every step, delivering the quality that you deserve. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. At Capstone Homes, we strongly believe that there's not a one-size-fits-all formula to creating a home. Each home we build.
So welcome back to the Delcastle Invitational. Benny Mitchell here with Nick Alessandrini, Kristen Mitchell on the camera. We had the boss here for a little while.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, Nick Halliday here. I think he's, 10 minutes from here he lives?
Yeah. Decided to stop by.
Check on us, make sure we're all here, and you weren't. There it is, your champion at 106 pounds, getting his award. Cameron Cataldi, you can see it off in the left-hand corner. Caesar Rodney Riders takes home the big bracket and the medal. And obviously going to be moving up in the rankings on Tuesday when we readjust after this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it. Maybe unranked, 7 seed coming in. and taking the whole thing home.
And a tournament where the number 2 seed was in it.
Yeah.
The number 2 ranked, I'm sorry, not the number 2 seed. The number 2 ranked wrestler was in it.
And now you look to states if you're Cataldi. Now you got some confidence knowing you can beat some guys. You know what guys are going to be. You might see at states. And he's on top of the podium here today. Great confidence going forward.
So we move to 120 pounds. And Dylan Knight out of Caravel Academy, I believe he was a 32-pounder last year, wrestling up a little bit. It was tough to find a spot on that Caravel team. And he's going to take on Ian Schabach of Indian River, 15-4. He's a junior. Knight, a sophomore. I think 4 and 5 you got there?
Yes,
Nick?
sir. 4 and 5 in 302 Sports Wrestling rankings.
Knight ranked number 4. Schabach ranked number 5. Knight representing Caravel in the gray, white, and maroon singlet. Schabach in the Indian River green and gold with some white in the middle. So here we go. 120 pounds. These are two guys that, as of right now, people are looking at them to be on the brackets, or excuse me, on the podium at the end of the year. And when I do these rankings, Nick, I got bubble guys that are just waiting to pick one of these guys off. There's some good weight classes this year, and 120 is one of them. Led by Jack Toady of Milford. He's the number 1 ranked wrestler. And I believe number 2 was in this bracket. I think Williams from Daniel Williams, number 2, was in this bracket.
Freshman from DMA, I believe, on our mat to the right, maybe.
Yep, wrestling for 3rd place. And I think he's wrestling the guy that beat him in the championship bracket. No score here, minute 20 on the edge. And Knight, heavy hands, looking to level change and shoot, but Schabach with that elbow tie, keeping him away.
Yep, just some good hand fighting here, a minute into period 1.
Snap by Knight, gets the leg, looking to bring it out. Schabach looking to maybe get a little broomstick there, but Knight able to get backside. Now he just has to shelf it and get the score.
Yeah, whizzing hard now is Schabach.
Watching the Beast, I was watching a lot of guys beat this at the Beast. For years, nobody was beating this Shin Whizzer. I watched a lot of guys get out of it at the Beast a couple weeks ago.
Nice job.
Goes backwards to the mat, looking to get 2 legs.
Good job by Schabach here with the defense here on the edge of the mat. Still not giving up 2. Now going to try something
now he's going to go to his back. And going to go out of bounds. No takedown. 26 seconds left. But I'll tell you what, Knight found a little opening there that he might use later in this match.
Yeah, and Schabach was playing great defense, and he decided to try to grab that leg and almost gave up 2 there, but was lucky there on the edge of the mat, still 0-0.
Yeah, it's hard to wrestle with one hand.
Yeah.
You know, I've watched many matches get lost where a guy's got an arm tied or hand tied and tries to reach across. And there's a takedown for Dylan Knight.
Pretty. Real nice with 10 seconds on the clock. Great execution as they wind down the first period.
So at the end of 1, Dylan Knight leads 2-0. We'll get a coin toss, and it goes to Knight. He's going to defer. Schabach's going to take bottom. He wasn't down there for long, so it's a good choice. Yeah, you got to beat on your feet to see what you can do on the bottom.
And we saw his buddy last match, Luke Port, great with the legs on top. We'll see if Dylan Knight does something similar. Now he's going to lock a little Merkel action here.
Looking to get back to the mat. Probably get a stalemate first. Referee Mike Hartnett right there on the action. And he does. Gets the stalemate, minute 45 to go.
Great job by Schabach to get right up, right off the whistle. Didn't give Knight any time to try to get anything going on top.
And the leg in as Schabach stands up, but he's got a cradle. And something we're seeing out of Caravel. We saw it out of Poor.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing it out of Knight, getting the cradle off the boot.
Got him locked up now. Seen it a couple times over the years. They like to let him stand up just a little bit, locking in and go right back. And yeah, you saw it out of Poor, now out of Knight.
And he's looking for the fall. It's a long time to be down there.
He's got to get his arms stopping him from getting the
Breaks
pin
the
here.
lock. And he's going to get the 3 back points. Dylan Knight with the 5-0 lead over Ian Schabach.
These Caravel Buccaneers are really knowing what to do on top here in these last 2 matches.
Well, if you look across in the corner, you'll recognize a familiar face over there, and Jared Garnett.
Oh, wow. How about that?
All-American from Virginia Tech.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about that?
Was coaching at North Dakota State last year.
No way, wow.
I don't know what to talk to him after the match, see if he just didn't like the cold winters. I don't know.
Yeah, been there one time, and I don't know if I'll ever go back. Fargo, nice.
Yeah,
town.
Fargo,
nice
nice
town.
place. You know,
Yeah,
the thing
nice
is you get a ton of snow, and then the river freezes, and then it's got a thaw in the spring, and then everybody's running for the borders. You know, tough place to live.
Yeah.
And there's a reversal by Schabach. Cuts the score to 5-2.
20 seconds left in the second period. That's a big 2 points here.
Sorry, I mispronounced. It's Gerard Garnett, my fault. I've known him since he's a young guy. 10 seconds. Here comes the towel man. Time is on the mat. 5 seconds to go here in the period. And Knightless looks like he wants to, and he's going to call for stalling with 1 second left in the period.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he looked a little gassed there as they went down that second period. You saw him give up the reversal here. Now 5-2,
And
anybody's match.
That's right. He's taking bottom. So here we go. Just got hit with stalling on bottom, and he's going to go back to bottom.
Yeah, and that was the question I was just going to raise, Benny, was where do you think he's going to go here to start period number 3? Well, we have our answer.
Like I said, it was a 32-pounder last year, but I don't know that he ever weighed 32 last year. But you had Poor at 26, and we'll see at 38 tonight. And you had Ethan Gray at 20, so he found his spot in the lineup and did his job as they were state runner-ups last year in Division II. Now he comes out, has a leg.
Yeah.
Minute 30 to go in the third period, leads 5-2. And might want to look to sub up under that leg, but Schabach going to get some pressure on the back of his head. And there he is. He gives it to him, gives him the sub position.
Yes.
Up under. Looks like he's going to come around and get the other foot for a reversal, but Schabach, some great defense.
Yeah, it looked like Schabach was trying to work something there, not necessarily sure what it was. And then Knight able to grab the leg.
And this is what we saw in the first period. Knight reaching across that forearm.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see who comes out here.
Under a minute to go.
You said it, under a minute now. If you're Schabach, you're down 3 points. You're going to have to think of something here. Either let him up and go to work.
Yeah, Knight's technically on bottom. And we're going to get a stalemate with 36 seconds to go. I think both referees looking at that like, what do we got?
And now you only got, I think you said if you're Schabach, you only got 36 seconds. I mean, Knight really not giving up anything on bottom. He's going to have to really get to work here. Go to his best move on top right now.
First, second, and fourth for 113.
And then if you're Knight, obviously you're up 3. You're just trying to play it cool here. He already has 1 stall warning, but you don't want to, do anything crazy. He's just going to try to ride out this last 15 seconds.
15 seconds to go. He can give up the point, as you said. But I just don't see it coming. Snake raises back to his base. Schabach looking to go inside wrist and bring it down. Your champion at 120 pounds from the Caravel Academy Buccaneers is Dylan Knight with the 5-2 decision.
With that, Benny, back-to-back Caravel Buccaneer champions.
And we got one more coming.
How about that? Going for the triple threat.
Ethan Gray, Caravel Academy. He's the number 1 seed, and he's going up against the number 3 seed, and Owen Klinger. They've had so far they've met twice already this year. Gray has majored him and then beat him in a tight one. So
it's hard to beat someone 3 times, Benny. We'll see again.
Oh, they're gonna wrestle more than 3 times this year.
I know Gerard getting comfortable over there. Those coaches been sitting there for a few matches.
They're padded chairs, you know.
Don't got nowhere to go. 3 guys in the final, get comfortable.
So we move to 126 pounds. 11-7, Ethan Gray. He's a junior, and he's up against 16-8, the senior Owen Klinger.
You talked about it, some of these 1-2 matchups that we were looking forward to a little bit later on in the broadcast, and here we go. Get it started right here at 126.
And these two both state place winners last year here in the state of Delaware.
Now wrestling for 5th place. 126-pounders, Trey Crawford of Hodgson and Mason Roth of Sussex.
I'm not sure what we're waiting on. I guess they're going to introduce the wrestlers.
Wrestling for 1st place on mat 2. Senior from Salesianum, 16-8 on the year with a 93-46 record.
Again, you heard it, 16-8 on the year.
Safe place winner.
They're giving all the accolades here out of Delcastle. You can hear the GPA in the background. Good background research on some of these fine wrestlers here at the Delcastle Invitational.
Klinger is your He's your slow down guy. He likes to keep the matches close, and he's up against a guy that likes to light it up, and light it up early.
Yeah, so who's going to wrestle their match here?
That's
Which
right.
way is the match going to go? That's what we're going to have to wait and see. And here we go. Benny got a good one coming.
Owen Klinger and Ethan Gray.
Yeah, Klinger, you see, look at the movement right off the whistle.
Klinger was a state finalist as a freshman.
Wow, very impressive.
Gray third last year, and there he is. Goes high crotch, subs under right away. And I've noticed he's careful because they seem comfortable in this position, these little scrambles.
Oh, yeah, Burlesque, I mean, we talked about it a little bit already. Poor and Knight, both of them, they're comfortable in those scramble positions, able to lock up some cradles out of there as well. So great job for that Caravel coaching staff to work with those guys.
This is their third matchup of the season, as I said.
They're going to try to punch this over as Klinger. Gray able to stop it now right to the front headlock, and now he's going to have the leg.
Oh, big body lock by Gray, and he's going to get the takedown. It looked like Klinger was going to step over there and score.
And you see Gray very patient in his wrestling so far in this first period. Kind of let Klinger come to him and then found his opening and took it there for two.
Zero lead for Gray.
Klinger right up to his feet, step, lift.
Klinger looking to come out, needs to move that lock to the other side, but Gray bringing it right back in, getting those elbows, a little bend in those elbows, take away that stress on the lock.
Quick stalemate here.
27 seconds to go, 2-0 lead for Gray.
Gray, a couple step lifts, return him to the mat. And now he's going to throw that leg in right off the whistle, and he did it quickly. Good job there. Now he's working something.
Time under 20 seconds. First period here at the Delcastle Invitational. My first time ever walking onto the property of Delcastle High School.
I think I had my certification here back in the day.
Yeah?
Yep.
And time runs out. We move to the second period with Gray leading 2-0. Does a little flip off and
a little bonus.
Ready to go, yeah. Number 1 and number 2 in the state. Gray ranked number 1. Klinger's going to defer. Gray's going to go bottom. He leads 2-0. Yeah, these two they'll have to wrestle out of the independent conference to qualify for state. So they probably got 2 or 3 more matches ahead of them this year.
You have nothing better than a good little rivalry you have with someone that goes all season long.
You know, you only have to win one of them.
Yeah, exactly right. That's very true. Absolutely.
Paul Kyer used to talk about it all the time. You only have to go undefeated one time.
Yeah.
You got to go 4-0 on that last week. Coming from a 3-time state champ and a NCAA qualifier, I'll write that down.
Oh, yeah. There we go, 30 seconds into period number 3. And this might be 2 coming maybe for Klinger here. He's got.
No, he was the top wrestler. Gray took down. Same
right.
kind of the same thing we had in the last match.
Yep. Just gonna have to.
So he's got the leg split there. Now he
yeah.
needs to go up top and get to work.
Yep.
Under a minute to go, 58 seconds. 2-0 lead for Gray. So we didn't get to see the fireworks we usually see out of Gray, because Klinger taking that first shot of the match and kind of slowing things down. We said that's the type of wrestler he is. He likes to slow things down, keep it close, and escape by Gray. And we go out of bounds, 3-0 for Ethan Gray.
Yep, so now he's in control now with 41 seconds to play with. We'll see. Klinger's got to get to work here. And again, I don't think any stall warnings on Gray so far, anything like that. So can play a little defensive wrestling here for the final 30.
Shot by Gray, gets in on that near right leg. Yeah, 20. You're probably not going to get a stalemate for 10, 15 seconds. That worked great to his favor. Well, body whizzer by Klinger. 20 seconds to go here in the period. 3-0 Gray. Klinger will have choice in the third. Get the stalemate with 14 seconds left. I want to thank Jeff Hughes, the head coach and tournament director here from Delcastle. I just emailed him a couple days ago and said, hey, look, we got some guys in the gym this weekend. He said, come on up, set me up, got us a table, and we're live rolling. This is my first wrestling broadcast. I guess we're in the city limits of Wilmington right now.
Yeah, I think so.
If not, we're very close.
Yeah, coming into the parking lot. Not a lot of parking spots in the parking lot, but this place is jam-packed.
You're right. I had to ride around a few times.
Yeah.
I got to thank Bill Poore, the father of Luke Poore, who was going to leave for a little while and held me a spot, called me on my phone and held me a spot. Even directed me on phone. So third period underway. And Klinger looking to get out, steps, pushes it away, does it again. And we're going to get a stall call on Gray.
So there's the first. And that can be big in a 3-0 match here.
He may have caught one of those shoes to the face there, and he was shaking his head. So here we go, 4-minute 43 to go, 3-0 lead for Ethan Gray. He's the number one ranked wrestler in the state of Delaware.
Now going to control the top here.
Subs up,
Klinger
looking for that far hip.
He's got to get high here.
Like I said, Caravel's, they like this position. It looks like he's going to end up getting maybe reversed out of it, but they're comfortable.
And here we go.
There must be a lot of scrambling going on in that room.
And again,
almost rewarded, but he holds it. There's the reversal for Owen Klinger.
There we go, Benny. Under a minute, 3-2 now. Klinger on top.
He's really not in a position to cut him right now because he's got that leg stuck underneath. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to cut him 4-2. And he says, nah, I'm not cutting you. I'm going for the cradle. Still in control is Klinger.
Nice little tie up here now. 30 seconds. Like you said, Klinger still has control.
And there's the free release. 4-2. And Klinger's turning the heat up here.
Again, remember, stall warning is on Ethan Gray. That was
right.
up 2 points.
But we're set 15 seconds to go.
So Klinger just needs to hit one of his best moves here and get something with 10 seconds now. And Gray's got that leg locked up.
3 seconds to go, so Gray's going to get his third victory of the season over Klinger, and another tight one. So they're kind of playing into Klinger's style, but hey, Gray's he's coming on top 3 times now.
Yeah, you said it, Betty, before the match, and if you wouldn't have said that to me, maybe just watching the match myself, I would have had it the other way. You know, Gray kind of let Klinger come to him, took what was open for him, and got the victory.
So that's our third Caravel Academy champion here in this tournament.
Back-to-back-to-back champions for the Caravel Buccaneers. How about that?
And finally, we're gonna get a Caravel break here at 132
The coaches
pounds.
will vacate the corner
That's
over
right.
there.
They might just take the chairs with them. And we got coming up Gavin Manning. He upset the top seed, Tajon Knight. And from William Penn, Eric Juarez Robertson.
Wrestling on mat 1 at 100.
Robertson was ranked, but then fell out of the rankings.
And Ryan McKelvey.
Gavin Manning ranked number 3. And we're underway at 132 pounds.
11th grader from William Penn, 10-6 on the year, 36-27 on the career. 4th at Milford, state qualifier last year.
This is our first William Penn Colonial. And you remember back in the day, William Penn was the powerhouse, one of the powerhouses here in the state.
I remember them in St. Mark's used to have some great matches, early 2000s and a little bit later on. William Penn, one of the historical programs here in Delaware.
Second in the Howdy Duncan. Third in the Battle of the Beach, Gavin Manning.
So Woodbridge, an up-and-coming program, currently ranked number 2 in the state in Division II. They're in the top 5 here tonight. And they have a handful of ranked wrestlers in this tournament as well.
Yeah, Woodbridge making the trip all the way up here. And again, we're talking about Woodbridge. Me and you used to talk about Woodbridge football. That's what we
used to talk about the Blue Raiders football program.
Got some great wrestlers, obviously, over the years. I believe Patrick Davis back when I was.
Patrick Davis and Willie Davis was their, not even the last state champ. They had a heavyweight win it back in like 2015, 2016. A guy that won, I think it was 5 or 6 ultimate tiebreaker matches in the last 2 weeks of the season. And I cannot think of his name right now.
I had one of those in the States.
Beat a defending state champion, Marvin Dooley's son from William Penn in the finals.
Oh, yeah.
Stall call on Robertson, shot by Manning. Trips, takes him to the mat, 2-0 for the Blue Raider.
Now Juarez right up to his feet here, and now they'll head back to the circle.
2-0 lead for Gavin Manning. Manning is a senior for the Blue Raiders.
Simmons of Polytech in the hole, 145 pounders for Berto.
Robertson rises to his feet, trying to isolate that hand. Manning's got to make a return here, at least an attempt. I don't know about you, but that Woodbridge singlet is making me a little dizzy.
Yeah,
he's got like a little wave going.
They got the national logo on the back too.
The national,
and then you got I think it's a camo. It might be a blue and an alternate.
I don't know if it's camo, but I'll tell you what, it looks like waves when they get moving.
Look good, feel good, play good.
That's right, absolutely. Robertson turns his hips, but Manning's still in on a single, and they go out of bounds. No change. 3 seconds to go in the first period. Manning with a 6-4 victory over Tajon Knight of Indian River, the number 1 seed. And Knight is ranked at 138. And so it looks like he's making his first appearance. I'm sorry, he dropped out of the rankings at 138 last week with a loss. Escape with 3 seconds. You can't let that happen.
Yeah, you cannot. Blinks Benny, turn around, and there's a point. Exactly. This is the finals here. And if you're Juarez, great move there. 2-1 heading into period number 2. Going to be a great match.
2-1 for Gavin Manning.
And again, both these guys, you mentioned it, tough matches in the semifinals for them, so both pretty warmed up, ready to go here in the finals.
And Robertson with the win over Ryan McKelvey of DMA. Manning looking for some backs here on the edge. Can't keep them there, and they're going to go to the edge and an escape. But Robertson, that makes it 2-2. It's all tied up here at 132 pounds.
I know we talked a little bit about this earlier in the broadcast too, but yeah, when some of those top seeds go down and you get a good matchup like this in the finals, anything can happen. And if you're one of these two guys, you know, you're drooling at the mouth for a chance to wrestle in the finals and bring home that first place trophy.
Yeah, the last real in-state tournament before the dual season really gets going Wednesday night. I believe I'm going to be at Sussex Central and Smyrna, at Smyrna.
And I'll tell you, there's nothing better than having a nice dual meet in that Smyrna gym. I'll tell you.
They don't pack it like they used to. I remember the first year, 2012.
Oh, yeah.
It was the only match on a Friday night. It was number 1 versus number 2 with the Eagles and the Caesar Rodney Riders, and they had over 2,000 people in that gym.
Yeah. When we used to wrestle them back in the day, too, in St. Mark's, that place would be packed all the way up to people standing around the top.
Right. Manning in on a shot, got a single, lifts him off the mat, going to look to trip and return.
Let's see. Guy's going to go high. Tell you, going to a treetop here. Nope, just going to hold it up there with the arm, and great job by
and going to get a stall call on the way out and a point, so that's his second stall call. So Manning gets the point here, gets the 3-2 lead.
Yeah, fleeing the mat there a little bit.
I think they called it a stall because he had a warning earlier.
It
was a second stall.
Again, in a tight match like this, something you got to be careful of. 3-2.
Manning digging in on that over-under. Got to be careful, pushing that hard to the edge. 50 seconds to go, and they go out of bounds.
And something we've seen so far out of Juarez is, again, maybe trying to lock up upper body. He's been trying to do some tosses here and there. He had one on the edge of the mat over to our right. Just tried it again with the lat drop to the left. So we'll see if he tries to set that up again here, 40 seconds.
35 seconds to go here in the second period. 3-2 lead for Gavin Manning in the blue singlet, representing the Woodbridge Blue Raiders. And we got a stall call on Manning, his first, and they go out of bounds. No change, neutral, 22 seconds to go.
Yeah, both of these guys locking up on the feet, using some energy. Now you can see him starting to fatigue down a little bit here as we wind down the second period.
Shot by Manning, high crotch, has him on the hip. 13 seconds to go.
Now you see Juarez going to cut the corner here, but
and gets the takedown.
Good job. And as time expires.
That's twice now Manning's been scored on in the final seconds of a period. You can't get those back.
That's right, the escape that you mentioned in the first period, and now that. And again, it's a championship match. It's going to be every point counts here.
4-3 lead for Juarez Robertson Manning takes bottom position. He trails by 1. Third period at 132 in the Delcastle Invitational Championship match. Robertson getting a little high. Manning circling out. Gets to the near leg. Now goes to a double, but got his head on the inside.
Yeah.
Got to watch Spladle here.
Yeah, might want to switch to one leg here. There you go.
And they're going to go out of bounds. No change. Minute 31 on the restart.
And again, here it is, Benny. Third period championship match, 4-3. Can't ask for much more.
Looks like Manning might be looking for a Peterson. He keeps reaching back to that near leg.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah. Well, he sees something he likes there, and now he'll sit through.
Looks like he's a little fatigued, though, right now, because every time he makes a move, he gets crushed right back to his belly.
And we saw that again at the end of that second period where he gave up the 2.
Right. And took a stall call right before it. So, minute 2 left here in the championship match at 132 pounds.
And I believe both guys have stall. I believe Juarez Robertson may have 2 already.
He's been hit with a point, yes.
So, again, with 49 seconds, him on top. He seems to be doing a good job right now of working some things, but he's going to have to keep going.
As when I ref, I have a hard time calling a top guy for stalling when the bottom guy won't get off his belly, you know. They may not agree with me. Joe Lobozo right there on the action. Manning comes to his feet, 29 seconds to go, looking to cut and separate, pulls him back down with a cross wrist, no score.
20 seconds.
15 seconds to go, 4-3 lead for Juarez. Manning looks up at the clock, sees how much time he has. One last shot as he
got the leg in.
The leg in. That's probably going to end it. 4-3 championship match here for Eric Juarez Robertson, and he is your champ at 132 pounds.
Yeah, I love the emotion there at the end, coming in, another upset champion
right
here at 132. Congratulations, and Colonial's got a champion here at Delcastle.
They got their first title here tonight. They took 7 guys into the semis, but they took a little bit of a beating this morning at 11 o'clock. And but Juarez makes it all worthwhile as we move to 138 pounds. And guess what we got at 138 here? We got number 1 versus number 2 in the state.
And the last one between Klinger and Ethan Gray was a great one, so we can expect something similar here at 138. And not to mention another Caravel Buccaneer wrestler
How about that?
in the finals. Alex Poor, number 1 ranked, and Patrick Wisniewski from Cesar Rodney, number 2. And again, get a chance to see now our second rider of the finals here.
Patrick Wisniewski, he's got his weight down. He was at 145 for early part of the season, got himself down for the Beast of the East. But now he's going up against the defending state champ at 132 pounds last year, and Alex Poor. He is also the number 1 ranked wrestler in Delaware. So getting ready to get started at 138 pounds.
Caravel again, nice, great showing here just so far with the numbers they've had in the finals, and maybe a few more to go, not sure there, but Caravel and Cesar Rodney, again, both of them battling for the team title as well here this weekend, so a big match upcoming here at 138 for both of these teams.
Wisniewski, he's the green wrestler in the white singlet with the blue and gold trim and the riders across the chest. And Alex Poor in the gray, white, and burgundy of Caravel Academy. Cesar Rodney, one of the storied programs here in the state of Delaware. All-time team titles, 14, leads the state with 14, all in Division I, too.
Yep.
Dating back to 75 or 76, I believe.
And then Caravel, kind of a different story there. Prominence now rising here over the last few years. Again,
duck by Poor. In on a mid-level single, and they're going to go on the edge. Takedown for Alex Poor. He goes up 2-0. And Coach Dan Rigby is questioning the head referee, Mike Jordan, saying that the other referee said he was out of bounds.
Might have got a warning there.
Yep.
Actually,
So here we go. Wisniewski goes down, trails 2-0 early. Poor, a sophomore. Wisniewski, a senior. Poor, an impressive season last year, winning the 126-pound state title.
As a freshman.
So he's looking to be a four-timer.
Again, not an easy task. It's something that would
I'm not
be
sure that Caravel has a
incredible.
four-timer.
Yeah, I
think
can't
they do.
imagine they would.
I think Siani went to Hodgson, though. He coaches at Caravel now.
Yeah.
Look at that bar, and Poor, a little different wrestler from the other Caravel styles we've seen. He's more of a great position wrestler, get that single leg, and now he's going to go bar, he's going to go power.
Yeah, again, you mentioned that's not something we've seen out of those other guys, the other three wrestlers we've seen.
They're
in the
letting it
finals.
fly.
Yeah, you see it now. Got the bar.
Alex Poor, he's the cousin to our 113-pound champ, Luke Poor.
Wrestling in the blood over there in that family for sure. Caravel, happy to have him there.
And as I talked about Jordan Sandy, the three-timer in the corner. 35 seconds to go first period. 2-0 lead for Alex Poor.
Got the bar now, tight waist.
Yeah, it's a totally different style than, like you said, the other Caravel guys. They like to get up there and up high and scramble. And
you see 138 kind of wrestling, maybe like a 170 on
Right.
top. I mean, that's what I used to do back then. I was wrestling 170, 180. You like to see it here, and we'll see what he decides to do with the bar.
so you're looking to go bar half,
Yeah,
but
he's just taking his time with it. It seems like make sure it's sunk in, and he's going to run it right here. 10 seconds. He may just be taking this now into this.
Wisniewski comes, rises to his feet, and they're going to go to the edge, and time's going to run out. At the end of one period, Alex Poor with the 2-0 lead over Patrick Wisniewski.
Wisniewski there, a little life there at the end of period one. Able to
All
get
right.
up, almost get out of there, get the escape, but good job by Poor to haul him in.
Wisniewski's going to defer. Poor's going to take bottom position. Here we go, 2 minutes on the clock. Second period about to get underway. And we're going to get a caution as Wisniewski want to get a little head start there.
Yeah, first caution so far here in the finals.
Caesar Rodney, they're going to have three guys coming up in a row here in the finals. As we're going to see an upset guy, Caleb Adamovich. He was our wrestler of the night in the St. George's match, but he pulled a couple upsets to be in the finals tonight.
Yeah, great job of that dual meet against St. George's. That was the toss-up match that he was
That's
able
right,
to
that he got a
bring
pin in.
home, yeah.
Right.
So obviously he on a great trajectory here. Trajectory as we head into the playoffs of wrestling, if you will, here in a few weeks.
Under a minute 30 to go. Wisniewski putting the ride on. Poor rises to his feet. Wisniewski gives them the release. 3-0 lead for Alex Poor. Warning stall call on Alex Poor, and he takes a shot right off of it.
132-pounders.
Mike Jordan, my first ever wrestling coach back when I was in kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
St. Matthews, way back.
Stand there so we can make sure we have everyone.
45 to go here in the second period. 3-0 lead for the Caravel Academy Buck, Alex Poor, defending state champ, number one ranked wrestler at 138, as he battles the number two ranked wrestler in the state in Patrick Wisniewski. Out of Caesar Rodney. Wisniewski going to go to that 2-on-1 tie. Poor with head position as they play to the edge. Poor with a slow single shot. And now Wisniewski looking to go heavy leg. We're going to get a potentially dangerous out of that.
Okay.
17 seconds.
I was going to say, up until that point, Poor had been in 100% control of the
Right.
entire match that time. Wisniewski a little bit of light there, almost got something going, but the potentially dangerous, and now
Looked like he was looking for a little, what I like to call a switch lift, but I think the referee wanted his knee on the mat. I didn't want him cranking him up over the top of that head from the standing position. That's how the period ends. 3-0 lead for Alex Poor. And Wisniewski's going to go to his feet.
Yeah, still only 3-0 here. A lot of time.
Shot by, look to go behind is Wisniewski. And showing some speed and quickness, but just can't get the angle.
Yeah, Poor did a good job of keeping the
Poor with the
distance.
arm drag. 138 guys putting on the show here. And then Wisniewski back to the 2-on-1, slow things down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think he's at his best when he speeds things up.
Yeah, I mean, just from the last couple of minutes that we've seen, I have to agree with you for sure. Poor just done a great job of controlling the match and keeping his own tempo here. And now
He gets
minute 18.
stalemate.
Yeah. You know, all their matches ended. All focus is on here in this championship match.
Snap attempt by Wisniewski. I'll tell you one thing, Poor shows me, this boy wants to hit in the weight room because that was a big snap by Wisniewski. He didn't hardly budge, and we've seen a lot of that in this match where Wisniewski's put him in some positions and Poor just
And I was going to say, he looks just so calm and composed in those positions.
Yeah, he doesn't panic. At the edge, double underhook, and we're going to get a stall call, and that's a point for Wisniewski thanks to a 3-1 match.
That's a big point. Now, if you're Wisniewski, you're a takedown away from a tie match.
From a tie match, you're right. 3-1, Alex Poor in the lead.
Now 30 seconds here. 30 seconds and one takedown separating these two guys. It's a nice job there by Wisniewski. Just kind of had to continue it. He got the snap down and just a little bit too late on the spin now. And now 15 seconds.
15 seconds in this championship match. 3-1. Wisniewski looking for a takedown to tie it up. Has him on the edge. Poor does have two stall calls. We're going to go out of bounds with action. 6 seconds left. And now we're going to need a quick shot out of Wisniewski. And he goes low double. But Poor able to defend it. And we're going to go out of bounds again with no time on the clock. So Alex Poor from Caravel is your champion at 138 pounds. Preview of what could be a state final.
Yeah, good job by Poor. I mean, just wrestled his match pretty much the whole way. Wisniewski gave him a scare there at the end. Maybe a little fatigue at the end of that third period, but again, the state champ earns another first-place victory.
So we are going to move to 145 pounds. And we're going to talk about this young man, Caleb Adamovich. Unseeded, unranked, walks in the finals, and he's up against Will Brock out of the number 1 seed out of Salesianum, the son of the former University of Delaware football coach.
Oh, how about that?
Now with the Falcons had a job with the Falcons.
That's right. How about that? I was unaware.
So we got, like I said, the next of 3 Caesar Rodney wrestlers.
Yep, Caleb can get comfortable over there now in that chair.
Yeah. Talking to get back a little bit, as you know, my son Trey Mitchell, the assistant coach at Caesar Rodney, I was talking to him about Adamovich, coming in unseated. He says, "Let me tell you something about Caleb. He doesn't care. He doesn't care who you are. He's just going to come after you."
There you see Trey ready to get it going over there.
Right.
Do his part for CR.
He's opposed by a 12th grader from Salesianum, 15-7 on the year.
So Caleb Adamovich, I think this is his first ever tournament final.
Delcastle finalist last year, William Brock.
Then Brock, the senior.
He's been a constant guy in the Sally's lineups. Been there all time, and all 4 years he's been there in their starting lineup. Adamovich, he's been like a what job, like bring my lunch pail to work type guy.
Yeah.
I'm in this weight this week. I'm in that weight. I was never a steady starter. He moved around a lot. Was a shave point guy. This year we've seen him twice come out and get a pin and a major decision in big duels. So that 3 years of being in that program has paid off for this kid.
Exactly, and you said it. When you're at a program like Caesar Rodney, one with historical greatness here in the state of Delaware, there's one thing you can guarantee is that you're going to get better while you're there. And
right.
Obviously, you see it here firsthand.
Salesianum, they're 6 points ahead in the team score. Head of Caravel. And I believe the Riders, third place, they're about 29 points behind.
Yeah, and get a chance to dive into that with some of these championship matches.
Big points earned in the morning, those semis.
Yep.
Always the big points. Domovich over, under. Now looks like he might want to byline. Now he's going to circle out of it. They're on the edge.
Yeah, both guys just kind of hand fighting, looking for what they want here.
Domovich knocked off the number 2 seed last night. Mason Craig out of Rising Sun. They're out of Maryland.
Yeah.
And then he took out the number 3 seed this morning. It wasn't in a stall call there on Adamovich. It was an injury default, but I believe he was in the lead when it happened. But he's in the finals here tonight, taking on the number 4 ranked wrestler in the state.
Yeah, Donovich had his headgear go over his eyes there a little bit, able to get it up before a shot there.
On the action, Pat Ogden, police chief at the University of Delaware, calling the action here. Always good to have a little law enforcement out there.
Yeah,
Make sure the
always,
rules are followed.
absolutely, of course.
No score at the end of one period. So Green initially deferred, changed it. Now he's going to go bottom position.
Again,
Thinking it might be a tight match.
Yeah.
First point scorer is going to get that get choice in that final ultimate tiebreaker. So if it goes that far, but Brock right now looking for a little cheap tilt, little armbar tilt.
Yeah, he's going to try to pull that arm out. Unable to do it though. He has the one-on-one. Look, he's going to try to pull it out and put it on his back, and now he'll just circle back.
Donovich's going to try to Granby out. Granby almost Granby through him. Gets another Granby. Great job of Brock following him. Comes to his feet. Comes out with almost a Kimura, it looked like.
I was going to say.
1-0 lead for Caleb Adamovich of Caesar Rodney. Nobody with a real serious shot attempt yet. And what we're seeing here with Adamovich, there's no flash or flare. It's just coming straight at you. Shot by Brock.
Yeah, that was a good shot. He should have. I mean, he got in there, didn't decide to finish it that time.
Looking to double under. He's got him locked. And Brock's going to take it out of bounds. No change on their feet. 1-0. 48 seconds to go. After a slow first period, these guys are picking a shot by Brock on a single leg on the right leg of Adamovich. Adamovich getting the hips down. 30 to go.
Let's see if he switches to a double here.
It would be a big score, but Adamovich blocking that arm from clearing. Might get a stalemate. We'll see.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
He's able to step over both legs, but Adamovich has got the arm pinned.
They got the leg, should be 2, and there it is. Adamovich, though, trying to get that one here with 5 seconds.
Late takedown by Brock, and he's going to go up into the third period. 2-1, but Coach Dan Rigby headed to the table.
Yeah, big takedown there. Brock's gotten in on a few nice shots there in that second period. Unable to finish those first couple, but a good job of getting that takedown before the time expired.
So he's going back to ask his assistant referee. He's saying he still had the whizzer in and didn't complete the takedown offense. And Pat Ogden's going to say, no, I didn't say it that. We didn't say it that way. So 2-1, Will Brock. He's going to take bottom position here. Yeah, got to be careful. Adamovich he's a pinner.
And I was going to. And Brock's been great on his feet in this match, so I was shocked a little bit that they didn't take neutral. But again, obviously, when you're up 2-1, take bottom.
Hey,
see
you got to see. Hey, I got to be able to get out of here.
Yep.
Third period underway. 2-1 lead for Will Brock of Salesianum, the team in the state with no nickname. Big mat return by Adamovich.
Nice step lift. Right back up to his
And
base.
puts a boot in.
And again, if you're Brock, you want to stay active. You can't give Adamovich any time to really lock up anything he wants to work with.
Adamovich going to give him the free release and go for a takedown here to tie this match up. 3-1 lead for Will Brock of Slasianum. And Adamovich putting the hand fight on, tying up and going to work. He needs a takedown to tie this up.
I know we mentioned it. Brock had some nice shots.
Oh, in on a shot.
Nice shot.
Brings it up. Funked by Brock.
Clip single there.
And we're going to get a potentially dangerous with 1:03. So just when we said he doesn't show any flash, he shows some flash.
And then as soon as you see the clip single, Brock able to chain wrestle right out of it. It was a great, nice little series of events there. And now here we go with a minute to go.
Minute to go, huh? 3-1 lead for Will Brock out of Slasianum. Ranked number 4 in the state. Adamovich unranked, but I believe that's going to change. Takedown, Will Brock.
Yeah, that time Brock able to capitalize off the shot by Adamovich.
He goes up 5-1.
Now I see with the crossface. With 30 seconds to go and a 4-point lead.
T-shirts in the hallway. He's closing
Trying to pull out that inside wrist.
Make sure you get up there if you'd like to get
we saw him.
T-shirt at the end of the hall, half hour from now.
And now he's going to try to run it over.
Big deep a half.
And again, Sally's is vying for that team title, so
That's
if
right.
you can get a turn here, obviously you want to do so. 15.
Any bonus you can get. I think Carabo's only got maybe one more guy in the finals. 7 seconds, it's ticking away, and Will Brock of Slasianum will be your champion at 145 pounds with the 5-1 decision. You know what we haven't had tonight is pin.
That's true. This is our first Sally's champion so far here.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, crowning our first Sally's champ here at the Delcastle Invitational.
Okay, for the awards.
This will be a nice matchup. Two-time state champ Jackson Dean of Cesar Rodney up against state finalist Justin Griffith. Griffith was a finalist last year as an 8th grader.
Oh, wow. Sanford, something you like to see. Reminds you of Luke McDonough did it over at Sanford, and he was a young guy.
Right?
In 3rd place from Slasianum.
I believe we have 2 Sanford guys in the finals here.
You mentioned number 1 and 2 in the state.
Number 1 and 2 in the state. Jackson Dean in the white, royal blue and gold. And Justin Griffith in the white, navy blue and a little bit of gold trim. Jackson Dean will be wearing the red anklet. And Griffith in the green. Number 1 versus number 2, just the way we want it here on 302 Sports at the Delcastle Invitational Championship. So I believe we're just going to introduce the wrestlers and we should be rolling. And I say this is going to be an interesting matchup because these guys have 2 totally different styles. Both very technical.
27-20 on his career. 2-time Ironman placer, 2-time Beast placer, Fargo AA. Committed to the University of Penn, Jackson Dean.
Jackson Dean, the Penn commit.
9th grader from Sanford.
Out of Cesar Rodney. And this kid here, Griffith, pulled off some upsets last year. He beat Saffold in the state tournament last year. He beat Wisniewski in the state tournament last year. Came up a little bit short at 132 pounds. So here we go. Underway at 152, Dean and Griffith.
Right to the front head, Jackson Dean.
He likes to work out that front head, but he's got a guy here with some long arms.
Yeah. Kind of looks like he could be maybe a little bit funky. I haven't seen him wrestle yet. So
Re-attack, but Dean gets to the thing, looking to dump. And now he's going to go out in front with that whizzer. And they're going to go out of bounds. No score. Minute 31 to go, first period. Dean's another one that doesn't panic.
Yeah. You can tell he's got that. You can see confidence in his stance and the way he circles the mat. And
you watch him and Poor, they're a lot alike. Him and Alex Poor are a lot alike. And then another double leg shot by Dean. Whizzer by Justin Griffith. And we're going to get another stalemate with 1:14 to go.
Again, all 3 mats going here at the Delcastle Invitational. And the championship one right in front of us.
Surveys and OW ballots.
Another double leg shot. Stall call on Griffith. He's in on a deep double this time. He's going to rock it a little bit and get the takedown. Jackson Dean, 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I've seen a couple nice shots. He's been in deep on a couple shots so far in the first period. Griffith did a good job of getting out of it. That time, too much Jackson Dean.
Right. Well, he was determined he wasn't going to stop that double leg.
Yeah.
He tried it 3 times. Hey, man, this is my move. I'm going to get it. 40 seconds to go. 2-0 lead for Dean.
Step.
Yep, big mat return. He's not a guy that likes to give up points.
Yeah.
He's not. If he's cutting you, it's to get a pin maybe. Oh, snaps it back. Has the chin in the shoulder, but unable to get the swipes.
Yeah, good idea there, though, by Jackson Dean. And now 20 seconds. He checks the clock.
$15 to go here in the first period. Dean looking to pull out that inside wrist.
Yep, a go-to.
Time's going to run out. 2-0 at the end of the first period for Jackson Dean at the 152-pound weight class. He's number 1. Griffith number 2. Dean's going to take bottom position. 2 minutes on the clock and we'll be underway. I can see this Griffith kid being like a 95-pounder, 224.
Yeah, right.
He's only a freshman.
I would say last year you say he wrestled 130.
132.
Yeah, and already up to 52 as a freshman. You can see the way that's going, and yeah. Again, probably going to grow a little bit too. He's tall, long.
Dean's going to get the release, go up 3-0. And in on another shot.
Nice another. He's in deep on those shots and a nice
Limp arm and got the score.
Now going to let him up. You see Dean seeing something he likes out of the neutral position. He's going to keep attacking it.
Yeah, we talk about Justin Griffin putting on 20 pounds. I think he's wearing the same singlet he wore at 132 last year. 'Cause the fun thing to watch about him was you've seen his demeanor, very quiet, and he wore this last year. His singlet was all baggy. It's like you would go in the room and say, I want to wrestle him.
Yeah.
Until he puts his hands on you.
Yep.
Very quiet,
Those
nice
are,
kid.
Yeah, those are always the most interesting, you know.
Right.
So, yeah.
5-1 lead. Minute 5 to go here in the second period. Yeah, you've noticed when Dean takes his shots, they're like precise.
Oh, I was going to say, I mean, every shot he's taken, that he's almost been in deep on those double legs and able to score off a few of them. And that's all against the number 2 ranked kid in the state.
Throws up by the underhook, and looked like Griffin wanted to go a little funk there, and not going to happen with Jackson Dean as he gets the takedown. Almost had him on his back. 7-1, 35 seconds to go. And with 28, he's going to cut him one more time. 7-2 lead for Jackson Dean. In on another shot on the edge. 17 as they go out of bounds. And I tell you right now, these are 2 of the toughest, smartest, nicest kids you're going to meet on a wrestling mat. As you saw, Griffin just patting them. We're good.
Yep.
And another shot by Dean. Takedown. 9-2 lead. And he's going to ride it out into the third period with that half on the left side.
Yeah, very impressive match so far out of Jackson Dean, and he's got a 7-point lead and cut him a few times. And 1 versus 2 matchup, that just shows you how good Jackson Dean is. And Griffith, obviously just a freshman.
Right. And has already been in a state final.
Yeah, exactly.
Stanford puts those kind of guys out every once in a while. I'm not sure if his brother was the other Griffin that wrestled a few years back, won a state title.
You're right. That's a good point. I'm not sure either. There are some great wrestlers over there. You know, the McDonoughs, Andrew Brooks over there.
Andrew Brooks, a couple state titles. And you'll give him the free release. 7-3 lead, or excuse me, 9-3 lead for Jackson Dean.
45-pounders to the awards area, please.
Shot by Dean in deep again.
Yeah, it's a pretty shot.
I'm going to tell you right now, Griffith keeps great position, and he's beating it every shot he takes. Now Griffith right here looking, he's going to reattack and get a single. And we're going to go out of bounds. 9-2 lead. Well, I have 9-3, but I don't think the scoreboard's keeping up with me.
And there you see now Sanford, they want 9-3 as well. They're making the mark from the bench.
That's what I got, yeah. And I'm always right. Baseball, football.
Exactly.
You know. Dean front head position. He likes to be out here.
Up 7. Now you're looking major here for Jackson Dean. And
Yep,
CR.
shot by Griffith. Dean looking to go behind there and hook the ankle. Now he goes, snatch, pull, gets the leg, takedown, Jackson Dean.
Put on a clinic here in the finals at 152.
Against a highly.
Exactly. That's what the viewers and everybody watching need to understand. You know, it's not like
He's
this
not
was an upset round for someone he's
No.
facing had some upsets. He's facing the number 2 ranked wrestler in
in
the
state. He was a state finalist last year. And he's going to get another one. (13-4) lead, so he's built the major. 38 seconds to go. You know, in the confidence, remember, in the confidence of him, he cut him with 28 seconds to go in the second period and got the takedown.
Yeah, in that first period, he maybe saw he could get in on some of those double legs. He was getting in on deep on those doubles and kind of pretty much stuck with that the whole match in the third period, then kind of decided to do what he wanted there. But a great showing here.
Under 20 to go. 12 seconds to go, and they're going to go out of bounds. 13-4 lead for Jackson Dean. Nah, it should be 13-4. Is he going to cut him one more time with 10 seconds? Or is he going to go for a cradle?
Could be anything.
That was a confident it is right, but I'm going to go back and look. I think it's wrong. We have it on video.
Yeah. Go back. Filmed on live. We'll
it's
see.
a difference in a major, too.
Now
So there we go. End of the match. 13-4 lead for Jackson Dean. He's your champion at 152 pounds.
Okay, for the place winners at 145.
Number 1 and number 2.
Dominant.
Starting to think some outstanding wrestlers here. Got a couple. I like Dean. I like Poor. We're going to move to 160. Number 1 ranked, Nick Hall out of Caravel Academy. And he's up against Canel Decembre, the number 3 ranked wrestler at 160 pounds. And they're handing out the awards for 145 pounds.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Our lone Polytech Panther in the finals. Canel Decembre. So he goes up against the defending state champ, Nick Hall, out of Caravel. I think we have one more Caravel guy after this.
Man, I mean, you talked about it for these finals and just the accolades that the wrestlers here at the Delcastle Invitational have. It's just, you've got your state champs, you got your state finalists, you got a lot of talent here wrestling at the Delcastle Invitational.
160 pounds. This is a 1 versus 3 tonight. Decembre is a guy that if you're downstate, you kind of know who he is. People around the state not really know who he is. He is very athletic. But then again, so is Nick Hall, so we could have a fun 160-pound final.
Now, Benny, you would know this. Might this be the first time these guys have wrestled this season?
I don't remember them wrestling. This season, definitely.
Yeah.
Last season, I don't know that they met.
Wasn't sure.
So here we go, underway at 160 pounds. Canel Decembre wearing the black singlet with the red band around the waist, and Nick Hall in the black and burgundy of Caravel. And Nick Hall goes up right away, 2-0.
Yeah, not wasting any time. Quick 2, and now going to work on top. Nice breakdown.
Yeah, the sophomore wants to come out and show why he's number 1.
182-pounders, Josh Negron of Sussex Tech and Hunter Young of Woodbridge.
Trying to throw those legs in. Looks like he's got the right leg in. Now he's going to sink them both in here. They get pressure with those hips, and now going to try to work a power half or sink something in here. It's just like I said, with that pressure, just so hard to get up if you're down there, caught down there.
Nick Hall up 2-0, minute 15 to go.
And didn't like something. And now he'll reset it up here. Sink that one leg in deep. So a minute in here, period number 1. 2-0 Hall.
He's got the boot in December. I'm kind of trying to figure out what he wants to get, but Hall constant motion.
He's got to work on. See Hall now trying to sink in that bar. Now he's going to try to throw the half in.
Bar half. Also known as the Big Cookie.
Yeah. Haven't heard that in a while.
Right. Now he's looking to run. He's going to run the bar side pressure on the head with the half with 22 seconds to go.
Looks like he's got it locked in.
Gets one swipe. I think that's all he got.
Yeah.
And there go the swipes. Turns it into a double arm bar. Going to sit, but there's only 4 seconds to go.
He'll have enough time to get the pin.
And time's going to run out. He's going to get 3 back points. So it's going to be a 5-0 lead for Nick Hall of Caravel.
So December will defer, and now Hall, he'll take bottom.
160-pound championship match at the Delcastle Invitational here on 302 Sports. Benny Mitchell with Nick Alessandrini. And we'll get a caution on top.
Yep. Our second caution here in the finals.
All right. Third and fifth place matches going on either side of us. And Hall's going to get the escape and go up 6-0. Shot by December, and Hall ducks. Great head position, head hands defense, goes behind. Ended up 8-1.
Yeah, let him up now and continue to go to work here out of neutral. And don't blink, Benny, another takedown.
That's right. I can't keep the score clock going fast enough. Takedown for Nick Hall. He's up 10-1.
Going to drag him back in here now.
And we're going to get a potentially dangerous back to the center.
AC Hall's going to want to give him the diamond look here.
You know, you can make an argument for almost every weight class as our outstanding wrestler tonight because there's been some tough battles with the 1s and 2s, a couple state finalists. We're just going to have to watch them all, I think.
Yeah. Going to be a tough one here.
Minute 5 to go. Hall in on a single, brings it up, clears the arm, takedown. He goes up 12-2.
Making it look really easy here in the finals. And against the third-ranked wrestler in the state. And again, we've seen that out of some of these top-notch guys here. Some of these number one seeds.
We just saw it 6 minutes ago. Really?
Yeah, I mean, they are separating themselves from the rest of the pack.
I think when we get to 107, it's going to be our first weight class where we don't have, well, we'll have Beneri, he's ranked, and Cannon. That'll be our next match. 12-2 lead for Nick Hall. 36 seconds to go here in the second period. We're going to have a second caution on bottom. Hall breaks him right back off the whistle. 33 seconds to go. And go back to that bar on the left side, getting the half on the right. And going to run the bar side. Time with 14 seconds to go. He needs to do this earlier in the period. And there he goes.
He still might get something here. 7, that's going to be tough. We'll see.
And there goes the count. 2 seconds left. He didn't end up getting it.
Wow.
And
Got
2 back points for Hall. He goes up 14-12.
Got 2 backs with 2 seconds left on the clock there. Precise execution out of Hall.
14-2 lead for Nick Hall, and we're going to get that third caution. No, that caution's going to go on top this time. It's going to go against Hall.
Well done.
But December, he's got to make some changes here on bottom. This time he gets to his feet. And going to put a little work down in the lower part of the legs, try to lift that up and get himself in position here. And I tell you what, he's got Hall in a bad position.
Yeah,
if he just goes to locks the head with that cradle.
I was going to say,
that's what he's going to do. He's going to go low leg cradle.
If you're Hall, that's the one. I mean, that's the only thing that could happen. You're up big here. Just don't want to get caught on your back or anything like that. And able to get to his stomach there, but a good job on December to fight back and able to get 2 points here when you see Hall going for that major.
14-4 lead for Nick Hall. And December, he's got that long body. He's going to stay after that cradle.
And again, he's the third-ranked kid in the state for a reason. So,
right.
now, definitely a talented wrestler here in the finals.
Minute 6 to go here, third period, 14-4 lead for Nick Hall. And there's the cradle by December. He pulls it back, and Hall able to get back to his belly with no count. And pulls it back again, does December, and here goes the count. And he's going to get 2. Hall, great job of not giving up the stick there.
You see Gerard Garnett run across from the other mat to come in and yell something to Hall there, saying, don't quit yet, the match isn't over.
That's right. 35 seconds to go, 14-6 lead for Nick Hall. We'll see if December writes this in his notebook when he leaves today. Hey.
Yeah, I'm sure he's noted what he sees working here in this match. And again, you never know. They could see each other in a few weeks.
Well, I guarantee you Nick Hall's going to put it in his notebook.
Yeah.
He's going to walk out here with a major decision. He's going to learn from the few mistakes he made in this match, and one almost costly. But like we said, he's the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state for a reason, the defending state champ. And time is going to run out, and the final score is going to be Nick Hall with a 14-6 major decision at 160. So still, a couple of studs and no pins.
Gets the win. Another win for Caravel. Gets some bonus points for him there as well. And how about this? Caravel getting comfortable again. We got another Buccaneer.
That's right.
Clear the area a little bit in front there for the awards.
They're going to award a few weight classes, folks. We're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with the Delcastle Invitational Finals.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris.
Welcome back to Delcastle High School. Benny Mitchell with Nick Alessandrini, and we're at 170 pounds. And a couple more ranked wrestlers. Number 3 ranked Anthony Beneri of Caravel, and number 6 ranked Ellis Cannon of Woodbridge. And when we usually talk Caravel Woodbridge, we're talking football.
Yeah.
Now we're talking at a wrestling match. Cannon, the number 7 seed, knocked off Frolic from Salesianum, and then knocked off Pargo from Red Lion, who he's got some good wrestling this year. He wasn't seeded in the tournament, but he knocked off Trader, the number 3 ranked or seeded wrestler. So we got number 1 versus number 7 here in the finals. Number 3, 6 in the rankings.
And again, we go with the Woodbridge singlet again there, Benny.
There
got
you go.
the waves in blue going.
Got the waves going.
Yeah, should be a good one here. 0-0, almost a minute in.
Beneri State placer last year. Shot in by on the single by Beneri. Cannon takes the ankle. Looking to go body was here and flatten him out.
So try to stand up, grab that leg, and switch to a double. Nicely done.
Takedown for Anthony Beneri.
Young of Woodbridge in the hole 195.
Now he's going to try to lock up across that shoulder, but not much room to work with. They'll head back to the center.
2-0 lead for Beneri. These two teams ranked number 1 and number 2 in the state in Division II. So this, if they can hold their rankings through the season, this could be the preview of some state final matches. And they go out of bounds, no change, 42 seconds on the restart. And Cannon, he's a guy you can't, he's going to give you 6 minutes. You can't relax with him. Top ranked wrestler in this weight class, Gabe Evans out of Dover. And he's going to get the escape. 2-1 lead for Beneri.
Man, those guys are dangerous. Those guys that are coming at you for 6 minutes. with 110%. $15 now here in period 1.
Shot attempt by Cannon. Benieri looks over the clock, sees if he has time for one more. Oh, shot by Cannon, rises up to a body lock, takes it to the mat. Benieri able to get the hips away and no score. So a big flurry at 170, and we're going to move to the second period. Let's give us 4 more minutes of that.
Yeah, that little fake shot there by Cannon had Benieri up a little bit, opened him up a lot there.
Came
on the
right up
fake
that
shot,
body lock.
Then locked him up. Just not enough time for that first period. But now Cannon might have seen something he's going to try in a little while.
Cannon takes bottom position, start the second period, rises to his feet.
And he's a strong guy there, too. Benieri's going to be tough for him to hold him down. Going to have to.
Going to go out of bounds. Benieri's got to watch the stall call here, dropping down that low leg.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough step lift for him. So.
Yeah, he's going to say optional start here.
Yeah.
This guy's hard to keep down. I don't need the warning. So goes off the optional start to looking for a cradle, and Cannon's going to get the escape. 2-2 here in the second period.
And again, both of them, you saw Benieri had the takedown in period 1, but again, neutral for these guys could go both ways. Cannon looked like might have had some success there as they ended that first period. So
shot by Benieri, goes double now, so switch off to single. Cannon dropping the hips on him. And they go out of bounds with a minute 32.
Yeah, it should be a good one here, Benny. I mean, these guys doing battle up at the neutral position.
Cannon comes back out of bounds smiling.
Gonna loosen himself up a little bit.
Yeah, he's having a good time out there.
Yeah, I mean, nothing better than wrestling in the finals, that's for sure.
And Cannon gets called for stalling as he backs to the edge. First warning, minute 23 to go.
And Cannon wasn't ready to reset. He was ready to keep going.
He thought we were just going back to center.
So he'll loosen up a little bit again here, 120.
Shot by Benieri, double good, but has the head stuffed underneath. And they go out of bounds. No change, still neutral, minute 12 to go.
And if you're Benieri, that's the one thing you got to worry about with Cannon. He's a big, very strong guy. You don't want to take a bad shot and get caught underneath. That's how Cannon can score some points. So let's see what happens now in a minute, 2-2.
Benieri putting on some fakes here. Looks like he wants to go. He wants to shoot from space.
He's had some good shots here in this match. Cannon's done a great job of
just
sprawling.
keeping the head under and sprawling, dropping the hips on him. 53 seconds to go here in the second period. 2-2. Benieri will have choice in the third period. Another stall call on Cannon.
Oh, yeah, that's a big call.
And he just kind of laughs it off.
Yeah, it gives Benieri the lead. 3-2 now in the finals.
Reminder for 160 finalists.
Like he knows what's going to happen at the end or something. Kind of like a mud dog's going to win, right?
Maybe he's going to laugh at us when we're coming out.
That's right. Shot by Cannon, gets to the single, switches off to a double, and they go out of bounds. Ooh. And through the ropes.
Either way, a nice shot there by Cannon, you saw, and then just you see the strength out of him as well. If he just would have pulled him back in, would have had a chance at 2. And they're going to give Cannon a little warning.
Yeah, settle down here.
Excessive, yeah.
So they're going to get an unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
That was a long unsportsmanlike, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm not sure maybe if Cannon said something in the center up there, or maybe he started laughing again. So we'll see.
Having a good time.
Yeah, 4-2, and again, second period. Again, should be maybe 2-2 if Cannon didn't make those mistakes.
Right. Shot by Benieri.
Nice shot.
In deep this time. Cannon able to jack it up and out.
He's been great at that, and you see him. He's laughing it off again.
And we're going to go to the third period. This one's getting physical and chippy.
It's getting chippy. You saw every time Benieri takes a shot, Cannon laughs it off right in his face, and Benieri not happy with it. And now at 4-2, 1 period away from championship here.
Benieri's going to go bottom.
And now it'll be interesting to see what Cannon does on top. He's a big, strong, long guy. Maybe he almost got away with the locked hands there.
And going to get the free release here. 5-2 lead for Benieri.
Nice hard club by Cannon there. Getting physical. Still a minute 40, still out of time. 3-point lead for Benieri. And he also some stall calls against Cannon. As he's
got
up.
2, yeah.
So again, he's down 3. He's going to have to try to do something here with 1:20.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he wants to throw. He wants to get to those legs, but he's just not been able to finish.
And if you're Brignari, you know he's got 2 stall calls against him.
Push the
I believe
pace.
he has 1 against Brignari.
That's correct.
He doesn't have to take some of these shots and put Cannon in the position to make him play.
And looking to double under. Beneri gets to a leg. Let's protect our equipment. Big pickup and takedown for Beneri.
Big time takedown. Gives him 2, and now he's in control, 7-2, with the final 50 seconds ahead.
45 seconds to go. 7-2 lead for Beneri. And we'll go out of bounds. 44 on the restart. And that's going to be another unsportsmanlike.
He's talking. They're saying Cannon's talking.
He has something to say.
Yeah.
8-2.
I think he's had it the whole. I mean, we've seen him laugh about it the whole match. Obviously, he's just like you said, having fun out there.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going to see Woodbridge come over. Brignari going to give his 2 cents. I mean, this has been an interesting one here in the finals at 170.
Everybody has something to say here. So Cannon go back on bottom. 44 seconds left.
Ref's going to have a little chat with him.
Yeah, let's get to this last 45 seconds, all right? Cannon comes to his feet. Beneri drops to a single leg, gets the escape. 8-3 lead for Beneri.
Yeah, now after Cannon, it's big move now. You need a big move, something that's going to get you a takedown
And that's
and some
what
backs.
he's looking to go double under.
Yeah, he's been looking for that lat drop. We'll see. He's definitely going to be something to go for here in 25 seconds.
Beneri takes a shot on the edge, 20 seconds to go. And he's just going to try to get that leg and get some time off the clock and secure a victory here. And they go out of bounds. 11 seconds on the restart. And now 10. On their feet with 11 seconds to go. 8-3 lead for Beneri of Caravel. Shot by Cannon. Just can't get that leg and finish.
Like I said, if he would have maybe tried to complete some of those shots, he was going to maybe do some half shots there. But overall, great match. Brignari with a big-time win for Caravel. Another Caravel Buccaneer champion.
I think we're out of Sally's and Caravel wrestlers, so going to have to be one in the wrestlebacks. Beneri 8-3, so we're going to move to 182. We're going to get another Sanford wrestler and a Concord wrestler.
Hold up, don't start these matches, gentlemen. In 6th place.
So we're going to award. So we're taking a personal time out, folks. We'll be right back with this 182-pound championship match.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 11 locations. From Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island, come check us out.
And welcome back to Delcastle High School. As we get set for the 182-pound championship match, we have junior Jason Lamy out of Sanford and senior out of Concord, the 3rd seed, Anthony Rapacelli. I watched this guy play football against Sussex Central, and I thought, what an athlete. And I thought, man, they should get this guy on the wrestling mat, and I guess they listened.
Yeah. And tell you, if there's any football players watching, there's nothing better for you
than the sport of wrestling, you're
Absolutely.
right. So Lamy, the number 1 seed, Rapacelli is the number 3 seed. Coach Mike Totilla got him out.
Another Lamy's from Sanford, a couple other.
His brother was a state champ, but state champ 2-time finalist at Sanford.
Yeah. Brendan Lamy.
Lamy was a finalist at the Milford Invitational, and we're going to go out of bounds. Minute 19 on the restart. And ranking-wise, we have at 182. Lamy is ranked number 3, and Rapicelli unranked.
There you see Lamy, a nice reshot off the Rapicelli shot. Now he's got that single. See if he runs the pipe or what he's going to do here. He's going to take it straight down.
Rapicelli was looking for that kick over mixer is what he was looking for, but you got to free that. You got to free that leg first. 2-0 lead for Lamy. And the Sanford Warriors. Usually when you talk Sanford, you talk basketball in the winter.
Yeah. Got some great athletic programs.
Yes, they do. For a small, the small schools they are.
Again, he's got that tilt, just trying to get some backs, and there he goes.
Two back for Jason Lamy, 4-0 lead. And he's going to get some more cranked off here.
170-pound place winners. Make sure you report sometime during these bouts to the scoring.
And now he's holding 3 more, so impressive first period for Lamy here from Sanford.
Goes up 7-0 and rolled through as time went out. 7-0 lead for Jason Lamy, the Sanford Warrior. 2 Sanford Warriors in the finals tonight. Griffin came up on the short end with Jackson Dean at 152.
Yeah, and Jackson Dean looked really good in that match. That was a great match for him, and again against the second-ranked wrestler in the state.
And a defending state finalist.
Yeah.
So now they got a flea and a point for Lamy. Makes it 8-0.
I mean, Lamy was mostly effective on top in that first period.
Right.
Neutral was a little bit back and forth. Lamy came out on top there too, but neutral is where a little bit of the battle went early in that first. So we'll see what happens here.
Top guy in this weight class is JT Davis out of Smyrna, the defending state champ. And now Lamy gets down on that leg, cracks it down. Could get 2 more here.
Yeah, now if you're Rapicelli, you're going to want to belly out there.
Yeah, he does. Take down for Jason Lamy. Goes up 10-0, so he's built the major. And we're going to go out of bounds. Coming up next match at 195, 1 and 2. Defending state champion Danny Stradley out of Sally's. I was wrong. Sally's does have one more guy. And state finalist Azim Bell out of AI DuPont last year. So
did they wrestle in the finals against each other?
Different weight classes.
Gotcha. Yeah. So those are the best there. As the kids get older and start facing other guys in other weight classes, you have some great matchups, and we got one coming up next.
Lamy with the 10-0 lead. 38 seconds to go here in the second period. The one thing that this Delcastle tournament is going to do is going to change the rankings. They want to get the pencil and the eraser out and
lock you in that bunker for a little while.
That's right. I got to get a bunker like like Jason Winchell. Yeah.
Jason bunker. Get you a wrestling bunker. Put
That's
a mat
it.
Down there.
Quiet and dark. Just one light, like
one
a mat light over my desk. 7 seconds to go here. 10-0 lead for Lamy.
And you heard the coaching staff for Sanford look over, and Lamy looked over, and they said 2 turns. Give us 2
That's
turns.
Right. Get a tech fall.
Yep, they're looking for the tech fall here in period number 3, and Lamy up 10-0 can smell a little bit of blood here in the finals.
Put 2 minutes on the clock. Third period getting ready to get underway. Jason Lamy leads Anthony Rapicelli 10-0. He wants to get back to that cross wrist and get a couple tilts off here.
Yeah, obviously you've seen how effective he's been with the tilts. Everybody watching at home as well. If you're a 182-pounder, be on the lookout for some of those Lamy tilts. They've been really good here in the finals.
I don't believe he's wrestled Davis yet. He does have a loss against Provinsky Augustin from Milford, who's the number 2 ranked wrestler. And holding 2 is referee Mike Jordan. Minute 25 to go here in the third period. He's got the cross wrist and looking to bar it up. Maybe he didn't get too off.
I thought he did initially at first also, maybe not.
Now wants to run that bar the other way.
Yeah.
And just gets a 1 count.
Just missed there. Appicelli able to turn out. Just lost control of him for about a half a second there.
Approaching a minute to go here in the third period at 182 pounds at the Delcastle Invitational. And there's your hazard roll by Halamy. And there goes the count.
Love a good hazard, Benny. You got to love a good hazard,
Yeah,
especially
absolutely.
in the finals.
And at the upper weights.
Yeah.
3 back points for Jason Lamy.
And
He goes up 13-0.
Now he needs 2 more. We'll see if he can get it. Looking for that tech. He's got 30 seconds. Sanford bench, they want it.
The Sal's, they still lead by 6 in the team score over Caravel.
And a chance coming up next to add on.
10 seconds to go. Looking for one more turn here.
Yeah, Rappicelli not budging the final 30 seconds.
And it's going to be a major decision for Jason Lamy of Sanford. He is your 2020 Delcastle Invitational champion out of Sanford High School. So we're going to move to 195, and we got a number 1 versus a number 2. We got a state champ versus a runner-up, kind of like we had in 52. But first, they're going to hand out some awards, and we're going to take a quick commercial timeout.
It's designed and drawn specifically for each and every one of our amazing customers. With Capstone, we want you to be inspired to design a home that's customized for your every need. Our highly skilled team will be with you every step, delivering the quality that you deserve. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. At Capstone Homes, we strongly believe that there's not a one-size-fits-all formula to creating a home. Each home we build is designed and drawn specifically for each and every one of our amazing customers. With Capstone, we want you to be inspired to design a home that's customized for your every need. Our highly skilled team will be with you every step, delivering the quality that you deserve. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. At Capstone Homes, we strongly believe that there's not a one-size-fits-all formula to creating a home. Each home we build is designed and drawn specifically for each and every one of our amazing customers. With Capstone, we want you to be inspired to design a home that's customized for your.
Welcome back. We're underway at 195 pounds. Had a little something going on behind us during the commercial. I got a little distracted.
Yeah, it's getting chippy here at the Delcastle.
It is. That's what happens when you get 39 ranked wrestlers in the event.
Yep, competition can do that, and here we are. Now we've got a really good one in front of us here at 195.
Ranked number 1 and number 2. Stradley ranked number 2 in the navy blue, and Bell ranked number 1 in the royal blue. Stradley, a state champ at this weight last year, 195 pounds. Bell was a runner-up at 170.
Joker leg pad in the knee of Bell there. And he's got the Joker wrestling shoes as well. How about that?
Now we got a trooper behind us, and we got all kinds of things going on.
Well, try to keep us safe.
That's what it is. So a minute to go here in the first period. And again, 2 totally different styles. Bell, he likes to get things going and fire stuff off, and Stradley, he likes to win those close matches. He just pulled upset after upset after upset last year to win a state title. Nobody in the state saw it coming.
Yep, been there before. That's how it goes sometimes. And like you said earlier, all it takes is one tournament. You got to wrestle your best for one tournament at the end of the year. And
Stradley in on a low single. Bell reaches back with the whizzer. And Stradley, he wants to bring him back in. And Bell gets the other ankle. Now we got a scramble, a 195-pound scramble, funk scramble here. And we're going to get a stalemate out of this.
Gotta love the one The 95, 82 and above scrambles are the best.
0-0, 14 seconds to go in the first period. Stradley gets down to that low ankle and just kind of made a slight mistake when he went to pull him back in, put his foot in too close.
And Bell, big, strong guy. If he can get any body part there, he can use it to his advantage. And here we go, back neutral, 4 seconds here.
Time's going to run out, 0-0 at the end of the first period. Stradley's going to go bottom position, 2 minutes on the clock. And Caravel, they are in the lead by 7 points. So win here by the Sows. We're going to get a whistle and blood time on green. So out comes the trainer. This and 2 matches left in the night, and I'm still kind of a little stumped. I'm looking at 3 guys for the Hammer tonight. Actually, it's just going to come down. It's going to be a surprise at the end, I think. I mean, we have another top-knot match right here.
Yeah, and this one's going to be a good one. I know we said that about the few other matches. I know with Poor and I believe it was Klinger in that match. That was a good one. We've had some great ones.
Dean and Griffith.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a great one.
Okay, blood time stopped. Now we're going to clean it up, and we're going to get back to wrestling here in a few minutes.
Again, AI putting a wrestler out here, the Tigers in the state finals.
Caravel 219.5, Slazam 212.5. The Riders from Caesar Rodney at 179. Top 3 teams. I think the Riders are kind of out of it now. They do have their big heavyweight coming up at the end, but that's 20 points is a lot to make up.
Yeah, that's a guy I didn't get the chance to see on the dual meet. So excited to see him before a little bit later.
Minute 40 to go here. Is no score at 195. 1 and 2. Yeah, number 3 was in this tournament. I believe Bell may have beaten Nasir Druitt from William Penn. Bell with the half on the left side, wrist on the right. Minute 15 to go. They're on the edge. And they're going to go out of bounds. 112 on the restart. And blood time on red this time. That's one of the reasons this is the toughest sport.
Yeah.
Because it's the only one with blood time in the rule book. Yeah.
That's true.
You can't take a guy off the field. You got to stay out there. They'll just clean you up. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout while they clean this blood up, and we'll be right back with the Delcastle Invitational Finals.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
And welcome back to Delcastle High School, the Delcastle Invitational. Again, our thanks to Jeff Hughes, head coach here at Delcastle and tournament director, on short notice getting us set up. It's been a couple weeks since we had a wrestling broadcast, and here we go, minute 10, and we're off and running at 195 pounds. No score between number 1 ranked Asim Bell of AI DuPont and number 2 ranked Danny Stradley out of Slazam. They're going to go out of bounds, and we're going to get a stall warning on Bell. I think referee Joe Laboza thinks he pushed him out.
Yeah, interesting call here in period number 2. Now a minute to go, 0-0. See if Stradley can get up to his base here and get to his feet. Bell done a great job with the pressure on top.
Yeah, looking to switch, but Bell's putting too much forward pressure on there. And right back to that spiral over the half on the left side. Breaks him down, 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, Stradley now. He said Bell's done a great job keeping that pressure
breaking them down, keeping them down, and not letting them score in this period. So 30 seconds to go here in the second period. No score at 195 pounds. Top 2 wrestlers in the state at this weight. And second stall call on Bell, which is going to give a point to Stradley. So he didn't even have to get out.
No, and then going back to what you said when you liked the referee a little bit earlier in the broadcast, I mean, a big call there, and now a 1-0 lead for Stradley. Bell, with the pressure, going to have to work something, though.
Bell will have choice. 22 seconds to go here. Stradley, watched him, and I got to see him in 3 matches last year in the state championships. And he understands 1-point close matches. And right now he kind of knows that he's in the advantage here with the 1-0 lead because he scores first if they get to the ultimate tiebreaker. So Bell's going to take bottom position here in the third period as he trails 1-0. And we're off and running third period. Bell rises to his feet. Stradley's going to give him the escape. 1-1.
Once you get to some of these competitive upper weights, that's what you're going to look at. 1-1 third periods. Whoever can get that late takedown is usually how it goes. And this one going to be maybe following that same path.
Shot by Bell. Stradley gets the hips away quick on the sprawl. Shoots as they go out of bounds. I think he wanted to run him out. He has to be careful, though, because Bell just turned the corner and caught a leg.
Like you said, not much room to work with, so he took a chance there. But you're right, if Bell were able to suck him back in, or he had just a little bit more room, would have been 2 his way.
Bell's a big physical athlete.
Yeah, he is. He's a big guy, and I was going to say, he can put pressure on you on top, and he's going to be hard to hold down when he's on bottom.
Stradley, on the other hand, he's got great mat awareness. Look at that. And he's going to get called for a stall as he goes to interesting. I call that aggressive. Huh?
Yeah, almost. I mean, I think there was he may try that again.
He was trying to kick that leg up. And
so now both guys, I believe, dealing with stall warnings now.
Yes, both. Next, Bell's already had to give up a point. Stradley now's next one would be a point. Minute 8, approaching a minute to go. And they're going to go on the edge as Bell pushes them out. Minute 3 on the restart at 195 pounds.
And it's been interesting because there's not been a lot of action from the neutral position, so you can't really say one person has had a better performance out of neutral.
Bell got in, or excuse me, Stradley got in deep once, and then Bell just put some funk on and got out of it.
Yes,
under a minute to go, 50 seconds here.
Could go either way with 45 seconds.
Bell takes a shot as he pushes in. Stradley on the edge in the front head position. And they go out of bounds. No score, 1-1, 32 seconds left in the third period. We might get our first overtime match.
Yeah, here we go. We'll see. 28 seconds again. Not many. Both of them not really going for.
Oh, arm drag by Bell. But Stradley able to circle out of it. 18 seconds to go.
And now some more blood if you see Bell. They might let the clock run out here with 10 seconds, but Bell bleeding from the nose.
Stradley with the 2-on-1. Has him on the edge, brings it down to the mat. Time runs out. We're going to overtime.
Blood time first.
Blood time first.
And you saw Stradley look up at the clock. He saw 10 seconds. He had a little bit of control there in neutral, but like you mentioned, he's been in close matches. He knows where this is going, and he just was content with going into overtime.
So we'll clean up the blood here. Bell's been on. He's going to got about 3 minutes left of blood time. Have you ever seen a match where a wrestler bled out, where he uses 5 minutes?
Actually, no.
I've seen several.
Maybe.
Usually they're like cuts over the eye or something like that.
Maybe one, but not off the top of my head.
Right. And when you get towards the end of the year where everybody's nose bleeds all the time, you get to the state tournament. I bet I'd like to go back and calculate the amount of blood time between the state finals and early in the season. But you get guys where you see some funky stuff going on. You see gauze wrapped around the head and under the nose.
Yeah, that's true. You got see some face masks later in the year.
That would be an interesting study. How much blood time is used in the state tournaments as opposed to early in the season? So here we go. 1 minute, sudden victory, first score. And remember, a stall could win this match. So this is sudden victory.
And again, both guys have been even out of the neutral position. Stradley
and there's
getting
a
right
shot
to it.
by Stradley. And he's just having a hard time with the leverage of Bell. Gets the double, but they go out of bounds. What athleticism by both guys. Stradley got in there quick.
And I can hear the gym getting into it. Everybody with their eyes on this match in overtime.
At the end of the night, folks, we'll go to a commercial timeout. We'll come back with our hammer of the night, brought to you by the Henley Open Hammer Wrestling Club. The guy me and Nick think might be the man who just had the best finals tonight.
Yeah.
Arm drag by Stradley on the edge. Bell goes to circle behind, out of bounds, 22 seconds.
That was close one.
Very close.
There, I don't know. That was close one. You can't say with certainty.
AI Coach Bell wants to come over, and Coach and Dad wants to come over and talk about this. 22 seconds on the restart. Loboza was right on the backside.
Yeah, it was.
It was very, very close.
Yeah, maybe some more blood from Bell. We're going to let it go, baby. Overtime.
22 seconds when we restart. If we don't score here, we go to the twin 30s.
Front head for Stradley. Bell shakes it off. Reshot.
Bell in on a single to get to the edge. Stradley showing some flexibility here. 7 seconds. And takedown by Bell to win it.
How about that? Same spot on the mat. This time able to keep the 2 feet in and get the points. He's your champ at 195.
Azim Bell at 195 wins 3-1 in overtime. So we'll move to 220. So we move to 220 pounds.
In 4th place from Woodbridge, Hunter Young. In 3rd place from Sussex Tech, Josh Negron. In 2nd place from Concord, Anthony Rapacelli.
We move to 220 pounds. They're going to hand out some awards first.
From Sanford, Jason Lamey. Congratulations, gentlemen.
And there you hear in the background Jason Lamey being crowned your champion. I believe it was at 160, 170.
We have our first Sussex Tech Raven of the night.
How about that? Yeah.
And all downstate battle here between the Indian River Indians and the Sussex Tech Ravens and the Indian River Indians.
Yeah, how about that? A little downstate action for the bench expertise. Most of the wrestling down there. Happy to get you back up north this
I love it up here, man. I grew up here, right?
He will be wrestling an 11th grader from Sussex Tech, 14-9 on the year.
So here we go at 220 pounds.
And they're going right after it. Nice lock up between them two right at the whistle.
Wrestling on mat 1 for 3rd place.
And again, Burke, a 7-2 decision over Dyer from CR in the semis. Layfield got the pin over Twyman from William Penn 3 minutes and 30 seconds in to his semifinal match.
Now Seth Layfield. Seth Layfield is the coach of Scott Layfield, or son of the coach Scott Layfield, a state champ back at Sussex Central.
Yeah, back-to-back coaching sons in the finals. Father and son wrestlers.
Dad's in the bleachers, though.
Yep.
Burke, I believe, Layfield is not ranked at 220, although he had a decent tournament down at Indian River. Burke, I believe, is neither of these guys are ranked. So unranked 220-pound final.
Gotta love it. Looking to make their way into the rankings.
Layfield wearing the black singlet of Sussex Tech, and Burke wearing the white and green and gold of Indian River. 46 seconds on the restart. And Pat Ogden kind of a stern. Let's get things going, guys.
I was just about to say to you, Benny, I said we're at 220 now. You get a little hand fighting.
That's right.
Going around. Maybe sometimes you get a 0-0 first period in there, and we might be looking at something here as we wind down here at the Delcastle Invitational.
30 seconds left in the first period. No score. Layfield in on a shot on a little high crotch there, cracking it down. Burke trying to keep the hips up on the edge.
Trying to drag him back in.
Layfield's going to try to drag him back in. And take down Seth Layfield.
Nice job for two with 10 seconds left on the clock here. to
I'm
the
going to tell
end
you
of
a
the
great
first
Seth
period.
Layfield story. As 10 seconds left at the end of this period. I coached Seth when he was a young kid. I have one of the greatest, funniest stories. He'll even laugh when he watches the broadcast. So. And Layfield brings it up, and we're going to go out 2-0, Seth Layfield. So when Seth was a little kid, about 8 years old, we used to refer to him, we used to call him Near Fall. At Pride. That was his nickname, Near Fall, because when he was young, he was so impressed with putting people on their back. And he would like to get as many near fall points as he could. And then I had to tell him that, well, that's not the object. The object is to keep him down there and pin him. So he was. I called him near fall today.
He loves getting the three.
I called him near fall today when he walked in. So great kid, great family. Seth near fall Layfield.
And I'll tell you, as much as you want pins, you'll take some back players. You'll take
That's
some
right.
near falls as well. That just shows, obviously, a talented wrestler if you're able to even earn that
That's
nickname
right.
as well.
2-0 lead for Seth Layfield in the black.
Now we'll see some arm bars, some 1-and-1s out of these big guys up here in these upper weights.
And gets that bar in deep. He needs to lock something up on the other side. He does as a wrist. And there you go. Oh, Burke able to sit out of it, but Layfield staying persistent.
And he's got it. They're going to try
Just
to
needs to
step
drop
over
that
here.
chest down. There he goes. He's looking for the backs. Just not enough. And there goes the count. Minute 7 to go here in the second period. Layfield looking for the pin. We haven't had one tonight.
Yeah, that was close one, Benny. He was almost had the pin there. Now you see Burke was talking to the ref about his shoulder. Looked like his shoulder was caught under there, but more backs coming here for Layfield. Now settle in if you can.
Lowering there it is. Pin for Seth Layfield of Sussex Tech, and he is your champion here at the Delcastle Invitational. Our first pin of the night.
No near fall that time, Ben.
No near fall. He's going to become
He heard
Seth.
you. He heard
He's
you.
going to become Seth Fall Layfield.
And he's your champion. How about that? Congratulations. Sussex Tech crowning a champion here at Delcastle.
Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be back as we wait for the other 220-pound matches around us for the last match of the night, 285 pounds. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Soto Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Soto Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Soto Concepts on the culinary coast with 11 locations. From Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island, come check us out.
Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
Our highly skilled team will be with you every step, delivering the quality that you deserve. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. At Capstone Homes, we strongly believe that there's not a one-size-fits-all formula to creating a home. Each home we build is designed and drawn specifically for each and every one of our amazing customers. With Capstone, we want you to be inspired to design a home that's customized for your every need. Our highly skilled team will be with you every step, delivering the quality that you deserve. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home. At Capstone Homes, we strongly...
Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local local decision.
Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
And welcome back to Delcastle High School. Delcastle Invitational, last match of the night, 285 pounds, and we have number 1 versus number 3 in the 302 Sports individual rankings. Number 1 ranked, defending state champion, heavyweight Kevin Hudson out of Cesar Rodney, and he's up against number 3 ranked out of Indian River, Raymond Turner. And if you know anything about Indian River wrestling, there have been Turners since the 70s. There have been always been a Turner on the mat for the Indians.
Yeah, number 1 versus number 3 on paper. You're looking at this being a pretty good match. And Hudson, though, we know how talented he is.
Right.
Unable to catch him in the dual meet against St. George's. Had the night off there, and now my first chance to see him in person here today.
He was a state finalist as a freshman and a champ as a sophomore. Like Paul Hertz will be on the call here. And I don't think these two have met this year. So here we go, 285-pound championship after we finish awarding the 195s. We'll take a couple commercial timeouts, and we'll come back and we'll announce who our hammer of the night is. Brought to you by the Henlevin Hammers Wrestling Club. And then we'll cut, and we'll come back and we'll interview that young man.
Again, as we wrap up a very successful tournament here at the Delcastle Invitational, a great tournament here for Delaware, obviously. 24 teams here.
Well, Caramel's going to wrap up the teams championship because they're up by 7, by 7. So there's no way you can get 7 now even in a wrestle back. So here we go, waiting for the whistle, and it's underway at 285 pounds. Hudson in the blue and white, Turner in the green and white. Hudson with an overhook on the left side. Gets Turner to the edge. Turner turns back to the center. Turner tries to dig on an underhook, tries to go by. We're going to stop it. We've got to replace the headgear as it fell off Kevin Hudson.
Yeah, finally starting to empty out a little bit here at the Delcastle Invitational.
Yeah.
Just a little bit now as we wrap it up.
Back underway at 285, minute 25 to go here. Hudson looking to snap.
Some hand fighting here.
No match to our right, and then just one other match. So we must have had a injury, and that's what happens when you get in these long 5-6 round tournaments.
Yeah. Like I remember back when I used to wrestle in Delcastle Invitationals, 1-mat finals, I believe.
Right.
We had single mats in the finals. And again, Delcastle done a great job with this tournament over these years, obviously since back when I was there in 2013, and now you see how big it is here in 2020.
I mean, they've had some good tournaments, and you see some teams in Delaware come and go, and this year they just seem to work out that the teams that showed up had some talent.
Yeah.
We had 39 ranked wrestlers here in Delaware, 7 number 1s and 6 number 2s, and we had a few 1 and 2s tonight.
.13 seconds now here in period number 1. And a 0-0. Some heavyweight first periods like we talked about can go
Hudson
that way.
actually, in years past, depended on the takedown, but I've noticed this season he's got a little bit of a top game now. He's turning people from top and pinning them. And I know who's been back in the room because I saw him there one night is Zach Parker, 2-time state champ.
Yeah, that's back with me back in 2013.
Graduated from Ohio, and he's back in the Dover area, and I was talking to him around Thanksgiving, I think, and After we got done talking, he went over and laid some hands on Kevin.
Oh,
and
that's a great guy you can work out with there.
That's right.
That's
So
even better.
Hudson gets the escape, goes up 1-0.
And like we talked about, CR, when you have a program like that, you have so many successful wrestlers over the years, they come back, they'll help out, they'll wrestle with you.
Right.
And that just helps you get better and better, and that's the luxury of going to a school like Caesar Rodney for wrestling.
Minute 30 to go here in the second period. Hudson with the 1-0 lead. Last match of the night. I looked to my right, and we have an impromptu match going on now. So that's what happens when you leave the mats on the floor.
Yeah.
Only 2 wrestlers left standing here, Kevin Hudson and Raymond Turner out of Indian River. Turner 13-3, he's a senior. Hudson 13-5, a junior. Under a minute to go here in the second period, and we're going to get a stalemate as referee Paul Hertz is probably going to stick his head in and say, guys, let's do some wrestling.
Yep. Last match of the entire
There's
tournament.
the conversation. There it was.
Yeah. Want to finish the tournament off with a bang here. Let's see. 1-0, 45 seconds to go, second period. Trying to loft him up. That time was Turner.
35 seconds to go, second period, 1-0, Kevin Hudson. And there's Hudson going for a double. Turner trying to get behind. Hudson able to get back to his feet, and no damage done. Still 1-0. And Turner, I think, anticipated that coming because he dropped those hips pretty quick.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Turner takes bottom here. The 2 have not met this season.
And now we got a 1-0 match heading into the third period. So now we'll see.
Turner is going to go bottom.
So we'll see Hudson now on top. Let's see what he can work with here again. Up 1-0. He's able to.
And he is able to come up and score, and makes it 1-1. And minute 45 to go here, all tied up at 285. Hudson does have the advantage if it gets to the ultimate tiebreaker. He was the first to score. And Hudson looking to snap him down. Has the front head. And Turner able to clear the chin. He gets an underhook, and we're going to go out of bounds on the edge. And a stall warning on Turner. That could be huge here with a minute 22 to go.
Yeah, 1-1. And ending the tournament the right way. Got a really close heavyweight finals here. And right now it could go either way.
And 2 more Henlebben Conference guys. So this is going to be a battle. They don't wrestle during the regular season, but they could see each other in the tournament.
Yeah, just good hand fighting here so far in this one. Not a lot of openings. We saw Turner almost come up with 2 in that second
Hudson
period.
shoots, got out of bounds. There's a second stall call. And that's going to be a point for Kevin Hudson. So he goes up 2-1.
Yeah, and that could end up being the difference here under a minute.
Hudson's gotten to the leg with the hook. He's really pushing on the snap down right now. There it is, snaps again, but Turner ain't giving it up.
Yeah. Turner's done a good job of keeping the distance, not letting Hudson close in on him and get those legs.
Shot by Hudson. He looked like he wanted to wrap around the body.
Yeah, Turner's got to be careful again. There he's going to circle back inside, but again, watch out for another stall
20
call.
seconds to go.
Yeah, so now it's do or die if you're Turner here. You got
to make something happen, right?
You got to do something. In 10 seconds, he may just walk it out here.
5 to go here in the final match of the night. And it looks like Kevin Hudson is going to get his title.
And that'll do it. You said it.
2-1 victory for Kevin Hudson of Caesar Rodney. He is your Delcastle Invitational champion. So, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. And me and Nick are going to discuss the battles we saw here tonight. We'll be right back with a Hammer of the Night, brought to you by the Henlopen Hammer Wrestling Club. Folks, we'll be right back.
A catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On and Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood shack. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food.
Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware.
You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations.
And welcome back. It's time for the Hammer, brought to you by the Henlopen Hammers Wrestling Club. And Nick, we had it down to 5, then to 4, 2.
Yeah.
Who was it?
It ended up being a guy with maybe the most impressive performance here that we saw in the finals, Jackson Dean from Cesar Rodney. Jackson, congratulations. Great performance out there, sir. And now we'll hand it over to you.
Jackson Dean, congratulations. We've done this a few times now. We're going to do it once again. Most impressive about your match tonight is the guy you beat. Not only was he number 2 ranked wrestler in the state, he is a defending state finalist, and he's technically a sound wrestler, but it was slow going, and then you just like death by 1,000 paper cuts. You just picked it apart. Talk about what you started to see in the middle of that first period that led to that major decision.
Yeah, and, we kind of have a new mission now for me, heading into like the rest of the season, really, because I had a tough beginning to the season with Ironman and Beast. So now it's every match we want to. Coaches want me to like break your
wrestler.
So that's just what I was looking for, and
it was slow going though. I could see. I watched you a lot of times wrestle. The points weren't coming, and then finally you got a takedown, and we started seeing something in that front head that you liked, and you started scoring, getting some go behinds, getting some leg attacks, and the quality wrestler up against. Talk about what you went through in that match, because you just kept taking it to him, and it ended up with he had no answer.
Yeah, I just had to stay in it. Mixing up my motion, that's something I had to work on all season. Getting to more motion on my feet, and every match I wrestle, it seems like I get caught under. In that front head, I get my arm caught under. So I was trying to work on getting that out and getting to like the sides, getting to the legs. But that's something else I got to keep on working on.
So here we are, January 4th. Time to send a message. Is that what this tournament was about? It's time to send a message that
basically
Jackson Dean's number 1 at 152 for a reason, right? Right. Jackson Dean, Cesar Rodney High School. He's a 152-pound champion here at the Delcastle Invitational, and he is our Hammer of the Night for brought to you by the Henlopen Hammers. Jackson, good luck. We're going to see you again a lot this season. Hopefully, there at the end.
Yeah,
congratulations, my friend.
Thank you.
So, folks, that's a wrap from Delcastle. Your final score, your final, Caravel, they're going to go away the team title. Outstanding wrestler sitting next to me in Jackson Dean. He's up for waiting to hear to see if he gets the overall one. But that's it. I'm Benny Mitchell with Nick Alessandrini, Kristen Mitchell. That's a wrap from 302. We're going to see you Wednesday night, I believe, at Smyrna when the Golden Knights come to town, when number 1 Smyrna takes on number 4 Sussex Central. Folks, have a safe weekend.